What is this sprout? A piece of my spirit thinking itself a whole being. Oops. You'll be cut down before you grow to challenge me. I am whole, complete, evolved. Oh my gosh! Who is that? Hello, it is Dolphin. That is who you're watching on the screen. That is certainly the most important focus of the screen right now is yours truly. Nothing else at all in front of you. But yes, this is Dolphin, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly Handelabra stream hosted by Dolphin, or by Akash'Thriya, apparently. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Dolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's just Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse and One Deck Dungeon are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, as well as analog cardboard, ink, and dice, and you can get the games and more info at handelabra.com. There we go. I just meant like I rattled through the first part and I realized I was talking so fast, and then I started stumbling over my words, so I just had to slow down. Hello everyone. As you see, we have a special hero here because it is the special preview of Akash'Thriya. So how many games are you going to be playing with Akash'Thriya today? Ah, gosh. 3 games. I worked so hard on that pun and then I fumbled it. Ah, gosh. 3 games. Yes. So, yeah. It is the special Akash'Thriya preview, and it would only be fitting to play her against her altered self, Akash'Bhuta. And so we... sigh. And so here we are with Akash'Thriya, Super Scientific Tachyon, Freedom 5 Legacy, and Omnitron-X. Some heroes that might give Akash'Thriya some special help through various means. And by the way, this is standard Akash'Bhuta. This is not the Summer of Ultimates anymore. I can choose the difficulties, and I chose standard because I don't want too hard of a game. I just want to show off Akash'Thriya. So, because it's the Akash'Thriya preview, I will be reading out all of these cards. I will probably read them out several times. I will try to read them at least once. I'll probably try to avoid reading them a second time, but I'll proceed to forget anyway. But starting off with her character card, Akash'Thriya, and this is her foil card, because I have the foil options enabled. Maybe I'll switch to the default card, which is ironically newer than the foil card. Dormant Essence. Power. Put a primordial seed from your hand or trash into the environment trash. Draw a card. So all of these primordial seeds that Akash'Thriya has are supposed to be things that go into the environment trash. Now, the environment trash is normally only contained... The environment trash normally only contains that version of the verb, only contains environment cards, but Akash'Thriya can actually manipulate the environment trash, and from other cards can in fact shuffle directly into the environment deck. So these primordial seeds, they all have something in common. When they are played from the environment deck, they have an extra effect. When they are normally played, they don't normally have something otherwise, but when they get destroyed, something else happens. So you want them to be played from the environment deck, and then you kind of want them to be destroyed, and you kind of want to choose their turn of destruction wisely. You could have it be accidental, like have this out as the lowest HP target, so the villain targets it, and then they get a retaliation, or you could wisely take it out in order to do certain things. For instance, this Creeping Mold here, Primordial Seed. When this card is played from the environment deck, it deals up to 3 targets 2 toxic damage each. When this card is destroyed, either destroy an ongoing or environment card or discard a card. So the intro effect, as long as it's from the environment deck, it deals 3 targets 2 toxic damage each. And it's not necessarily 100% easy, 100% guaranteed, I guess, that you'll be able to control when the Creeping Mold comes out. There are some exceptions, of course, but when it does come out, you get some free damage. And when this card gets destroyed, you can either destroy something or discard a card. So if if for some reason this card gets destroyed and there's no ongoing or environment card you wish to destroy, you could discard a card to save it, or maybe there's a discard you would prefer to do, like to put a Primordial Seed in your trash that you can move somewhere else. Anyway, that is the first example of a Primordial Seed. Here we have Cultivation, ongoing. At the end of your turn, discard or play the top card of the environment deck. Power, shuffle either one card or all cards from the environment trash into the environment deck. Discard or play the top card of the environment deck. So this allows for some degree of environment manipulation, and the choice to shuffle all cards actually synergizes with Akash'Bhuta directly. When the environment trash is shuffled into the environment deck, Akash'Bhuta flips. She may only flip this way once per turn. This is true on both sides. So Akash'Thriya, with this card, Cultivation, actually allows a lot of control over when Akash'Bhuta flips. So if we don't want to be on the side where environment targets enter play, we'll flip her. We can do that almost immediately. Or we could do it immediately, in fact. Or if we if you don't want her to be on the side where environment targets get destroyed and she reacts, you can flip her to her front side. And then Instantaneous Maturation, one shot. Akash'Thriya deals herself 2 psychic damage, search your deck for a Primordial Seed, put it on top of the environment deck, shuffle your deck, play the top card of the environment deck, either play a card or shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck. This is the exception to the rule you can't really control when a Primordial Seed comes out. Because you search your deck for a Primordial Seed, like, I don't know, this one, and then you play it immediately because it says play the top card of the environment deck. You shuffle your deck, but not the environment deck, and you just controlled what the top card of the environment deck was, so it gets played from the environment deck and triggers the introduction effects. Now, if there is some rule somewhere, such as adhesive foam cannon that says you cannot play environment cards, then obviously it doesn't immediately enter play, but ordinarily it just basically enters play immediately and triggers the environment effects. And then you can play a card or shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck if you want that shuffle as well, and you have 2 copies of that. Alright, so I've spent a lot of time explaining these cards. Let's go through the other people's. Super Scientific Tachyon has Hypersonic Assault, Quick Insight, and 2 Sonic Vortexes. Freedom 5 Legacy has Heroic Interception, 2 Motivational Charges, and a Surge of Strength. And Omnitron-X has Innervation Ray, Rocket Punch, and 2 Singularities. So just, of course, as a general reminder about Akash'Bhuta, on the front side, she reacts when an environment target enters play, and when it does, the top card of the villain deck is played. On her flip side, she reacts whenever an environment target is destroyed, in which case the top card of the villain deck gets played. And when a villain target is entering play or discarding, it's a similar mechanic, except the top card of the environment deck gets discarded, so there's not an infinite loop here. And on either side, whenever the environment trash is shuffled into the environment deck, Akash'Bhuta flips. She may only flip this way once per turn. And in fact, with Akash'Thriya, we could shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck several times in a single turn, but it will only flip Akash'Bhuta once per turn. So, let's get this started. First turn, disrupt the field. Destroy all environment cards. Oh, wait, there were none. Play the top card of the villain deck. Primeval Eruption. Revealing Royal Phalanges. And River of Lava is discarded. Living Rock Slide. And Velociraptor Pack is discarded. Earth Sacrifice destroys ongoing cards, but there were none. And the top card of the environment deck is an Obsidian Field. Oh boy, we're starting off with the +1. But we also have damage dealers here. So that was a disruptive field. And now we do actually have an environment trash that we can shuffle into the environment deck. I do wonder, idly, whether shuffling an empty trash into the environment deck counts for the flip. I imagine it does. An empty trash is still a trash. But yes, of course, the other thing to point out is that Akash'Thriya's maximum HP is 50 and is therefore the hero with the highest HP in the entire game of Sentinels: The Multiverse. And the reason for this high HP total is partly because, you know, this is based off of Akash'Bhuta, and Akash'Bhuta has 200 HP, so it's fitting that the hero version also has a ludicrously high HP pool. But a lot of the effects in her deck involves self-damage, like Accelerate Nature's Order, deals herself 1 psychic damage and stuff happens, or as the earth turns, may deal herself 2 psychic damage. Instantaneous maturation, deal herself 2 psychic damage. Scatter seeds, deal herself up to 4 psychic damage. There is a lot of self damage here. Deals herself X toxic damage, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way. So she has a lot of self-damaging effects, but of course, since she's the highest HP hero target, she will be the target of almost every effect that targets the non-villain target with the highest HP, at least until things equal out. And she will always be Greaser's nemesis, yes. Okay, so what shall we do to begin? I think we should probably get a free seed. I think that is a cool thing. The self-damage is increased, but we get a free seed, and therefore I have the opportunity to read out literally every seed we have. Creeping Mold, we read already. Healing Pollen, Primordial Seed. When this card is played from the environment deck, 1 hero target regains 4 HP. When this card is destroyed, draw a card, and each hero target regains 1 HP. So a purely recovery-based Primordial Seed. No offensive capabilities here, except for some external means. Noxious Pod. When this card is played from the environment deck, you may discard any number of cards. Draw as many cards as you discard this way, +1. When this card is destroyed, it first deals up to 3 targets 1 toxic damage each. So lots of card draw potential here, and then damage dealing on destruction. Strangling Roots. When this card is played from the environment deck, select up to 3 targets. Reduce damage dealt by those targets by 2 until the start of your turn. When this card is destroyed, you may either destroy 1 environment card or a target with 3 or fewer HP. And so, free environment destruction or Sucker Punch-ish thing with 3 HP. And then lastly, Vitalized Thorns. If this card was not played from the environment deck, destroy it. Whenever a non-hero target deals damage to Akash'Thriya, this card deals that target 1 melee damage. When this card is destroyed, it first deals 1 target 3 projectile damage. So this is slightly different from the other Primordial Seeds in that if you try playing it outside of the environment deck, it immediately gets destroyed. It does have an immediate effect though, so it will deal 1 target 3 projectile damage, so you could play it as a one-shot for damage. But if you play it from the environment deck, it stays in play, in which case it has the secondary effect of an ongoing effect. Whenever a non-hero target deals damage to Akash'Thriya, this card retaliates. And so this is an example of a card that maybe you don't want to destroy immediately for some extra bonuses. And of course it says non-hero target, so it doesn't count Akash'Thriya herself. So unlike Flame Barrier on Ra's deck, it doesn't count the self-damage, which is good. Okay, so which one of these do I actually want? Well, we can try to filter through the deck a little more, I guess, but Cultivation is nice, especially once we have a lot of seeds in in the environment trash. We could use this power to get those seeds back into the deck more easily. Instantaneous Maturation is a really good card for getting a specific seed. Creeping Mold, I mean, I could discard it, and it doesn't matter if it's in my deck or my trash, because my base power would still put it into play. So I guess I could get Noxious Pod, but is there anything that would work a little better? Like, if we get Strangling Roots in play, then we could make the Arboreal Phalanges and Loving Rock Slide a little more inert. Because I don't know that we have enough means of... Well, I guess we have Hypersonic Assault, so I don't need that either. Use Healing Pollen to heal the damage that I spent to get it into play. Yes, I dealt myself 3 damage so I could regain 4 HP. That is an excellent plan. I mean, if I get Strangling Roots out, then I could start trying to fiddle with getting it constantly back into play so we can get some damage reduction going. So I'll try the Strangling Roots option. Oh my gosh, Strangling Roots entered play, and oh my gosh, it entered play from the environment deck. So let's select up to 3 targets and reduce their damage by 2. So Arboreal Phalanges, Living Rock Slide. And you don't want to reduce Akash'Bhuta's damage because Akash'Bhuta deals herself damage when limbs get destroyed. I might either play a card or shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck, in which case Akash'Bhuta flips immediately. But that is something I do want to have happen, because Now, if an environment target enters play, she will not play a card. And if we want to destroy that environment target, then we could flip her again. Alright, put a primordial seed from her hand or trash into the environment. Trash, there was only one option, and I drew a Verdant Explosion and Verdant Explosion. So Verdant Explosion, one shot. Search your deck and trash for the primordial tree, put it into play, shuffle your deck. Destroy any number of primordial seeds. The primordial tree regains X HP, and Akash'Thriya deals herself X toxic damage, where X equals the number of cards destroyed this way. So, what is Akash'Flora? Well, is primordial tree, unlike all the seeds. This card may regain HP above its max HP. Oh my gosh, this is literally challenge spite on a hero! Ah! At the start of your turn, each hero may use a power. Whenever a power is used this way, this card deals itself 2 energy damage. At the end of your turn, this card regains 2 HP, and up to 2 other targets regain 1 HP each. So, the tree, which I believe is from the Sentinel Comics RPG timeline, if I recall, because the whatever the one was, I forgot these words from the letters page, but the one that pertains to Sentinel Tactics, which I also forgot what the name of that comic line is, Akash'Bhuta becomes a bad guy again. It's in the starter kit for the Sentinels RPG. Alright. So this card has HP recovery on it, and it can regain 2 HP beyond its max HP. It also allows for 2 other targets to regain 1 HP each. So you could put this card out and let it just keep growing. You know, it will gain HP. As long as it doesn't get dealt damage, it will just keep growing and growing and growing. And it does have the secondary effect of providing a small amount of HP recovery on other targets. And it does say up to 2 other targets, not 2 other hero targets. So for instance, the Dreamer can benefit. But the nice thing about this card is it allows for power uses at the start of Akash'Thriya's turn. But when a power is used this way, this card deals itself 2 energy damage. Well, if we can make, you know, all hero targets immune to damage, then there's no self-damage here. So if only there was a card somewhere in this game that allowed for no damage to happen. Or if only there was some sort of way to reduce damage dealt by a target of my choice. You know. So certainly trying to combo those effects on the Akash'Flora. Akash'Flora? Is that primordial tree? That is it? What am I talking about? Yeah, it is Akash'Flora. The primordial tree. Yeah. So Genji reincarnated as a tree. It needs healing. Alright, so do I want to discard 2 cards? I do not. Alright, so Tachyon here is a little sad. So, I mean, I do have the heroic interception thing I was just hinting at, but I do probably want to think about whether I want to save that. I mean, we have several ways of mitigating the limb damage, and we have one of them already active, so we could sort of not use Hypersonic Assault. Sonic Vortex is not going to do anything, so maybe I'll just do quick insight and see what we get. Fleet of Foot is excellent, Synaptic Interruption is decent, and Research Grant with Super Scientific Tachyon is a discard. Did I misread the roots thing? It does say select up to 3 targets. Oh, by the way, I mean, I guess this is important to note, but it doesn't work if I can't even select the deck. This has to enter play sometime before the start of your, or sometime after the start of your turn, but Akash'Flora acts at the start of the turn. So obviously it's a bit difficult to actually get Strangling Roots working. Oh, but we were talking about Fanatic's card. That's what it was. Chastise doesn't work, indeed. Stealth Bot can help, though. Always use Stealth Bot. Maybe in game 2. Alright, so we discarded 1. We need to discard another one, so I think we'll put a Burst in the trash. So now reveal the bottom 2 cards of a deck. If they share a keyword, put them into play. If not, discard them. And I think that Akash'Thriya is actually a good choice. I mean, I don't know what the chances are, but I mean, there's certainly a lot of keywords here, so it does lower the chances significantly. But if I do reveal one primordial seed, then it does mean I can target it with my base power. So even a failed experiment can give benefits. However, if I do reveal 2 primordial seeds and they enter play, I don't get the environment play effects, but at least we could still have the destruction effects. So let's just play with Akash'Thriya here. We reveal Primordial Seed and One Shot, and these are both cards we've actually seen before, but Strangling Roots number 2 is now in my trash and can be retrieved. If the tree is out first, the root trick works like the self-destruct takedown strategy. The issue with that is that effects that expire at the start of your turn expire immediately. Like, until the start of your turn means when your turn starts, it expires. So a card that's in play and then Strangling Roots comes out and has an effect doesn't line up the same way. It's only when there's several like ongoing effects that are happening at the start of the turn that they happen in play order. But until the start of your turn expires at the start of your turn. And do I want to discard 2 cards? I could put Bursts in my trash, but I will not. Let's keep the plus damage train going. So I think we're going to hold off on the Heroic Interception for now. Motivational Charge actually would give HP recovery to, oh my gosh, Akash'Flora. Oh no, wait, we don't have that yet. We don't have Akash'Flora yet. It's not in play. But I could just get it out there. I have 2 copies of it. Surge of Strength needs something to combo with, and I want to hold on to Heroic Interception. And I could do the HP recovery because we all took damage. But we also have Overwatch, move an environment card in play to the bottom of the environment deck, or one player may play a card. Which, I mean, we could get the tree out early. We could also destroy a number of primordial seeds so it regains more HP. Which we only really have Strangling Roots. When this card is destroyed, either destroy an environment card or a target with 3 HP or fewer. The problem is we don't have those. We could also just have Tachyon play a Fleet of Foot out of turn. Nothing wrong with that. We could also get Innervation Ray out of turn, and then the HP recovery will trigger immediately, so options. We also have Akash'Thriya's cards. We can get another Primordial Seed, but I don't want to shuffle the deck. She's branching out. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Dolphin's Dive, where the bad puns come out. It's a tremendous card, no matter the timing rules. Alright guys, come on. Keep going. Keep going. This is good. This is excellent, especially because John is here now. Let's see if we can make John regret the decision to have me demo Akash'Thriya. Because, there's, gosh, 3 bad puns so far. Alright, player will play a card. Who wants to play a card? Let's give Tachyon Fleet of Foot out of turn. Rapid Growth. I don't think we've seen that one yet. Cards. Fortitude is good. Technological Advancement. So, Rapid Growth. One shot. Shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck. Discard up to 6 cards from the top of the environment deck. Akash'Thriya deals herself and one target X toxic damage, where X equals the number of cards discarded this way. So this is a fun card. Obviously, discarding up to 6 cards means a lot of self-damage, but you also can deal one target 6 toxic damage, which is cool. You can also, once we have Primordial Seeds going on, we do have 1 in the trash, but once we get the Creeping Mold in the deck, we could then try to filter for it by discarding the top card of the environment deck if it's not an Akash'Thriya card, which you can tell whether it is or not by looking at the environment deck icon and seeing whether it's actually Insula Primalis or Akash'Thriya. But I think I want to wait until, gosh, 3 limbs are in the trash. How many times have I made that pun thus far? Gosh, 3 times. Okay, play card. Synaptic Interruption. And talk. And I will keep that in play. Alright, technological advancement is beautiful because I can get any type of plating I want, and I think other than Entomb's gonna do Psychic, which is bad. But Arboreal Phalanges is melee, and Living Rock Slide is projectile. Yeah, so it's only Psychic is the type that's not melee, projectile, or the third thing. The one I'm thinking about, by the way, is Ablative Coating. Reduce melee, projectile, and toxic damage by 2. I generally try to get a plating out first so that my components can be protected. But yeah, so primarily melee and projectile except for the rare Entomb, but we can control that to an extent. Enraged T-Rex deals melee. Primordial Plant Life deals toxic. Pterodactyl Thief deals sonic, but hopefully we control, or at least we stop it from happening. Velociraptor Pack deals melee. Now the bad ones are River of Lava, which is fire, and would have to destroy an equipment card to prevent that damage, so there's an option there. And then Volcanic Eruption, which deals fire, but at the start of the environment turn, so we can prevent it. So I think that Ablative Coating is the best plating, because the only other option is reduce fire damage for some reason, or reduce psychic damage for some reason. Alright, reveal the top card of a deck put into players the trash. So, should I just do Akash'Thriya because it's the Akash'Thriya show? Sure, why not? We have Vitalized Thorns. Well, this card gets destroyed immediately because it was not played from the environment deck, but when this card is destroyed, it first deals 1 target 3 projectile damage. So hey, damage. It's a one-shot. Oh no, Vitalized Thorns was destroyed! Akash'Thriya. And I will not. I could destroy it to stop some damage, but I'm okay with this. Velociraptor Pack. It's going after the Strangling Roots! Well, you know, this is kind of an inopportune moment to destroy the Strangling Roots. I could destroy Velociraptor Pack, but if I destroy it, then Akash'Bhuta plays a card. I could destroy Obsidian Field, but I love +1s, so I think I'm gonna skip. Rejuvenating Entropy. I think that was the second one we've seen, right? So unfortunately, my Ablative Coating got destroyed almost immediately. Oh no, it was Earth Sacrifice we saw. So there's another Earth Sacrifice and there's another Rejuvenating Entropy. And also, that also undid the Vitalized Thorns damage. Well, there's no options here. So. Akash'Thriya. Oh boy. Akash'Thriya. All I wanted was liquid hot Akash'Thriya. Oh, I guess it's magma is the line. Magma. Ah, gosh. 3 choices here. Okay, I'm done making that one. I think I did it too many times in a row. Well, if I don't get a limb out, Velociraptor Pack targets Living Rock Slide, so I'm okay with that. So I don't need to destroy something right now. Cultivation, I could shuffle the Creeping Mold into the deck. Verdant Explosion gives me the Primordial Tree, but then Velociraptor Pack targets Akash'Thriya, so not ideal. Get a Seed, but then Velociraptor Pack targets it. Rapid Growth, just to deal damage at this point mainly. Herding Raptors is very safe, and I recommend it. I mean, yeah, this Velociraptor Pack, while it can be controlled, it is getting in the way of Primordial Seeds. So if I do want to destroy it, though, then I want to flip Akash to her front side. But... oh, I do have my power here that I can get a seed from the trash into the other trash. I can't really use both of these powers, because this one can get a seed from the trash into the deck. This one gets a seed into the trash, but I can't do both at once. And it does perhaps end up playing the Creeping Mold out of turn. So I think I'm not sure still what I want to do. I'll put out Cultivation. And then you have it. And then I'll put a seed from my trash into the environment deck, or environment trash. So let's get the Strangling Roots in there. That was the plan, was Strangling Roots, and I draw Strangling Roots. If I draw the card that I just moved into the environment trash, it's a sign that I drew the right card. Primeval Germination. Ongoing limited. The first time an environment card enters play each turn, either play or discard the top card of the environment deck. At the end of your turn, you may shuffle a primordial seed from the environment trash into the environment deck. Here we go. There's a way to get primordial seeds into the deck repeatedly. But now I have to either discard or play. Who wants random stuff? I don't think I want random stuff. We would have played an Obsidian Field. No! I want Obsidian Fields. I'm collecting them all. Alright. I think now is the time for Hypersonic Assault. This will protect the Velociraptor pack from the Rock Slide at least. And now Tachyon will experiment on. Just imagine that we have a rolly thing here. Tachyon. Put the first card into play. Alright, Nimble Strike first. Obsidian Fields. Aha. Oh my gosh. You should head off before you go barking mad. You guys. Oh, I don't want to destroy the Rock Slide because Akash'Bhuta cannot deal damage right now, so I'm just going to leave the Rock Slide there. We'll deal with it eventually. So, you know, we could prevent the Velociraptor pack from being destroyed by moving it to the bottom of the environment deck. Therefore, it also keeps the environment deck from shuffling. How's that for a thought? Can't destroy an environment card if you move it out of play. Or she'll heal it up to full. Yep, that is a possibility. Alright, I'm thinking Fortitude. Prepping for a heroic interception in the future. And yeah, let's move the Velociraptor pack. Because it technically is not destroyed. That would be a Birch move. Wow. Wow. Oh boy. I actually can't even think of a pun right now. It's like I am on a bike and I'm pedaling. Huh? Get it? Pedals? I don't either get it. I don't either get it. Yes. Good English going on here. Beautiful English. Either she will. Oh my god. I think that's a winner right there. A winner, not the winner. A winner. Well, I cannot get my plating that I want. I could do Innervation Ray. Should be safe. T-Rex can't target Omnitron. And if there is a river of lava, I'll just destroy it immediately. So Innervation Ray. And then you have it. Alright, who wants a free card? Let's give this to Omnitron this time. Let's mix it up. Destroy any number of component cards. There are 0. Omnitron-X deals 1 target X energy damage, where X equals the number of component cards destroyed by this card times 2. 0 times 2 is 0, plus 1 is 1. Oh, I do have a component. I'm not going to destroy it, though. For some reason, I thought plating. I don't know why I thought plating. I'm smarter than that. Tell you acorn joke. Well, see, all I had was Akash'Thriya. So, my original thought was, ah, gosh, 3 strikes, you're out. Also, it's good that I moved the Velociraptor because the living rock slide was going to take it out. And this is not getting reduced. We do have a synaptic, though. And I will use it. We'll move it to you. Do you need to send me to the center for kids who can't read good? Man. I mean, I'm so focused on making sure that I read all the Akash'Thriya cards that I'm not reading any other card. That's the problem. I'm just playing random cards based on their art. Alright, so Primeval Germination. And this is a cool one too, because whenever an environment card, or the first time an environment card enters play, I could then choose the player to discard the top card of the environment deck, so it can help to get the seeds filtered. If a seed is on top, I'll play it. If a seed is not on top, I'll discard an environment card, and maybe a seed will be on top. And at the end of my turn, I can discard or shuffle a seed from the trash into the deck. So I'm actually going to put that out because that will pay dividends. Play the blue one. Technically, it's blue. So I don't have to do this power then. Unless I don't have a seed to move, but I have lots of seeds to move. So we're going to start, like, shutting down the Insula Primalis deck. Strangling Roots is also in my trash, so I should definitely select trash at least. Vitalized Thorns or Strangling Roots. There's already a Strangling Roots in the trash anyway, so let's give more options. Vitalized Thorns. And we drew a Healing Pollen. And as the earth turns... So I don't think we saw this one. Ongoing. Whenever a villain card would be played, Akash'Thriya may deal herself 2 psychic damage. If she takes damage this way, play the top card of the environment deck instead. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. So it's sort of a villain deck prevention card with the added perk of you can play the top card of the environment deck instead, which could be a Primordial Seed, of course, or it could just be an environment card. It does involve self-damage, and she does need to take damage this way, so we cannot prevent this damage through Heroic Interception. Can we use that for treatment of injuries? I think you're branching out really far with these puns, guys. Alright, so discard... and then shuffle one of these. So Creeping Mold deals damage and can destroy ongoing or environment. Strangling Roots reduces damage. When it's destroyed, destroy an environment card or a target with 3 or fewer. Vitalized Thorns. If we get it played from the environment deck, then we have this effect. If it gets destroyed, then deals damage. I like damage reduction. It is not on top of the environment deck right now, by the way. Becoming a thorn in your side. Oh boy. I have a pun, but it is inappropriate. Damn it. Oh man. After this stream is done, head to my channel for the NSFW version of the stream. There are 5 bursts, so I think this is a time to play Sonic Vortex, and the Hypersonic Assault has expired, so now is the time to get rid of this Living Rock Slide. Because Akash'Bhuta beats herself up. And this also comes with the perk of discarding an environment card, which was not a seed, so that's fine. I do not want to destroy the Thief, because that will play a card. The lewd Dolphin stream? Now you're thinking with portals. Alright, so we selected Akash'Thriya, we selected Tachyon. I feel like I kind of have to spread the wealth now. Let's try Omnitron and see if we can get a component or something. Nope. I mean, we did get a component, technically speaking. It just unfortunately got discarded. Okay. So, what I probably should have done was played Akash'Flora so that I could do Heroic Interception and get free powers. But I didn't do that. So I don't want to do Heroic Interception now. But if I Thok, I can get rid of the Living Rock Slide. If I Backfist Strike, I can get rid of Arboreal Phalanges or the Rock Slide. If I Backfist Strike, I can get rid of Phalanges and use Motivational Charge on the Rock Slide. But we do have that Thief. That is actually a problem. So I can't actually do that. Alright. Darren 2500 is leafing, so everyone wave bye. Bye, Darren 2500. I can't come up with anything else. Darn. I'm usually a master of puns, but there are so many good ones in chat that I'm like starting to psych myself out, I guess. Let's do damage that gets rid of a target. Because then Akash'Bhuta deals yourself damage. And then let's move Pterodactyl Thief out of the way. I could intercept and then make Akash play a card, but the thing is I do have to deal with the, which is now on the bottom, the Pterodactyl Thief. Even if this card can't deal damage, it will still move equipment cards, and it will destroy all equipment cards and move them to underneath this card. So, you know, HUD Goggles and Innervation Ray will be gone. There are no good puns in chat, just ones that are less terrible than others. I like to believe that the puns here are growing. I mean, see, the problem is all these have already been made, but you know, people are, you know, photosynthesizing some puns or something. No need to chop down all the bad ideas. I mean, some people are genuinely stumped, so. Alright, regain HPs. Well, Legacy is probably going to do self-damage, so Legacy. And then Akash'Thriya will do self-damage, so. And then the third one, Omnitron's low. So I could take out the Rock Slide with Rocket Punch. So I think I'll do that. Because then I can also hit Akash'Bhuta with it. This discards another environment card. We still have not gotten the seat on top. 2 puns in the chat are worth 1 in the bush. Alright. Insula Primalis is playing Primordial Plant Life. Well then. And an environment card entered play, so either player discard the top card. It is not a seed, so let's discard it. And any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card is dealt 4 damage. And I forgot that this is an ongoing card, so I can't even destroy components to save the damage. See, that's another issue with reading cards, is it's ongoing cards, not equipments. But I don't want to destroy my ongoings that I have, because they're good cards. So I'm going to skip and then be dealt 5 damage. This also destroys the component. It would have not destroyed the component if I still had my plating. Looking at you, Akash'Bhuta. Ensnaring Brambles. Omnitron-X cannot deal damage. But now is the time to get the tree out. It says search your deck and trash. So I'm not really sure why there's an option here. Because either way, the deck will get shuffled. So now the tree is out. And I read this before, but I will remind you, at the end of this turn, this card regains 2 HP, and up to 2 other targets regain 1 HP each. Furthermore, at the start of your turn, each hero may use a power. Whenever a power is used this way, this card deals itself 2 energy damage. And also, this card may regain HP above its max HP. Its max HP is 3. It will regain HP beyond its max HP. It will just keep growing and growing and growing. Let's shuffle. And... or not shuffle, we'll move something, and let's get Healing Pollen into the trash. We can draw another Primeval Germination as the Earth turns. Don't want to destroy that. Don't want to play that card. Shuffle. Let's get the Healing Pollen. It was briefly a card, but then it got shuffled, so much for that. 2 targets regain 1 HP. Akash'Thriya hits herself a bunch, and Omnitron-X is low. Alright, so we are going to have a Heroic Interception next turn. Fun fact. So what do I want to do here? Let's Nimble Strike, see what we draw with that. If it can go above its max HP, does it have a max HP? It's the new, does a tree in the woods make a sound if no one is around to hear it fall? I see what you tried to do there. I see what you tried to do. Alright, so I don't want a Hypersonic Assault because Akash'Bhuta is going to do herself damage. I don't want a Lightning Reflexes because that will waste the Lightspeed Barrage or the Hypersonic Assault. So I guess it's Sonic Vortex and deal damage. Bearing in mind that Omnitron-X cannot deal damage. And we do not have a redirect, so we don't want to have someone deal damage that cannot deal damage, so Omnitron-X is out. We haven't tried Legacy yet, but if Legacy plays a card that gets destroyed at the start of his turn, I'll be sad. So instead, I'm going to do Akash'Thriya. Ooh. 2 Accelerate Nature's Orders. Play the top 3 cards of the environment deck. When you play a non-target card this way, Akash'Thriya deals herself 1 psychic damage and destroys an environment card. When you play a target this way, that target deals 1 target 3 toxic damage. We're gonna see 6 environment card plays now, folks. Things are heating up. We have River of Lava. That is not an environment card. Also, hello. First time an environment card in this play, I could either play or top. Okay, so we're gonna play 7 cards from the environment deck. Because this is actually a seed. Oh my gosh, it's Strangling Roots. No way. I actually don't want to reduce Akash'Bhuta's damage. But it's not going to do anything, but I'll reduce Akash'Flora's damage. And then I don't need to worry about the rest. Right? Well, so what does Accelerate Nature's Orders do? Akash'Thriya deals herself 1 psychic damage. You know we can reduce that damage by selecting Akash'Thriya. See, reduced. And then I can destroy River of Lava. And then we get Pterodactyl Thief. Uh-oh. But this card deals 1 target, 3 toxic damage. Akash'Bhuta is still on the bad side, but we could take out Ensnaring Brambles. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with the Thief. Doesn't matter. Oh no, we're discarding the card. I don't want to do that. Ugh. Yeah, no. Here's what we're gonna do instead. Let's pay attention to what's in an Insula Primalis' deck, because we don't want to destroy a villain target when there's a Primeval Limb. Is that, no, it's not Primeval Limb. What is it? It was Primordial Seed. Duh, that Primordial. Play that card. Reduce damage by Ensnaring Brambles, Akash'Flora, Akash'Thriya. And then destroy River of Lava. Insula Primalis, plays Pterodactyl Thief. Top card is Akash'Thriya's card, so I'm not going to have the Thief go after the Ensnaring Brambles. But then I play the Healing Pollen. And then 1 target can regain HP. Let's have Akash'Flora regain a bunch of HP for future power uses. But this card can destroy Ensnaring Brambles because the top card is an environment card. So we'll discard that. And then Accelerate Nature's Order. Number 2 comes out. Pterodactyl Thief number 2 comes out. So now I have 2 of these. Uh-oh. Enraged T-Rex comes out. Oh boy. Well, if we can shuffle the environment trash somehow, that would be nice. I could destroy one, I think, maybe. We'll destroy one. Velociraptor pack comes out. So let's destroy this one, and then Akash'Bhuta plays a card which is always dangerous, Entomb. Well, it's not going to get destroyed, but... okay. Heroic Interception. And then I could move the other thief. Or not, yeah, I can move the thief, yeah, that word. Uh-oh, but if I do that, then it gets played. Well, that's not... I now know what the environment's gonna play, guys! Alright, Omnitron cannot play cards. I could destroy Entomb with Disruptive Flechettes. I don't get the damage dealing, but then I don't have Entomb, which is nice. So people are missing that Evil Dice Monkey was spoofing off of, like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? That thing. I could still reveal a card from a deck. I could actually stop Pterodactyl Thief from coming out. I don't think I want to do that. Let's reveal Legacy. See if we can get Takedown. We did not get Takedown, but we are safe from environment damage. Or he is safe from environment damage. So, let's see what Insula Primalis plays. Ah, gosh! 3 Pterodactyl Thieves. Immune to damage, immune to damage. So we are going to have to deal with these targets that got played. Snaring Brambles. That's going to stop a limb, or sorry, a seed from dealing damage. Alright. So we have lots of powers here now. I could actually have Legacy move, again, a card. But I think we want to shuffle the trash now. And then I could deal with all these things now. I could just destroy them straight up, and I won't have to worry about Akash'Bhuta playing cards. So Akash'Thriya, we will shuffle all cards from the environment trash, because it's controlled flipping. And we can discard that card because it is not a seed. And then I could move something, I guess. The T-Rex is going to be targeting Thriya and has a lot of HP. So we'll move that card to the bottom. You always frustrate people that ask those questions by not only giving an answer instantly, but also adding a duh to the end of it. No, duh! I feel like there's a pun there, but it's not. It's, what is it? It's a Star Wars thing where it's like, who's your favorite Star Wars character? Yo, duh! Okay. I am seeing myself out. Bye, guys. Alright, so time shifting. Or damage. Damage is actually good. Damage will actually take out something, so let's do that. Pterodactyl Thief is a priority. Krytos. Alright, and then experiment. Who shall we experiment on? We did that on Akash'Flora last time. Or Akash'Thriya. Let's try Tachyon. Womp womp. Now it's my play phase. Now that we just used literally every power, now let's do my play phase. So, as the earth turns, whenever a villain card would be played, Akash'Thriya may deal herself 2 psychic damage. If she takes damage this way, play the top card of the environment deck instead. This kind of could result in a lot of damage if You know, Akash'Bhuta tries to play a card. Insula Primalis plays a target. Akash'Bhuta tries to play a card. Insula Primalis plays a target. Akash'Bhuta tries to play a card. It's limited by the amount of HP that Akash'Thriya has. But we could try to shuffle Insula Primalis again, but I can't do it on this turn. But we could do instantaneous maturation on Legacy's turn to get Akash'Bhuta back on her rear side. If I go for that, I have to take out the Velociraptor pack. Because it is currently targeting a seed, which isn't the end of the world, at least. Isn't the end? Isn't an end of the world? Is it an end? It isn't an end of the world. Because Healing Pollen will give us HP recovery, which Akash'Flora loves. Strangling Roots, destroy an environment card or a target with 3 or fewer. We could use that to take out the Velociraptor pack, but actually, yeah, we'll do that. By that, I mean Healing Pollen. Move a seed. So are there any in my trash? Strangling Roots. Are there in my hand? Strangling Roots. So let's move the one in my trash. So, I think this was a new one. Thrashing Brambles, ongoing limited. Increased damage dealt by primordial seeds by 1. Power, Akash'Thriya deals herself and up to X targets 2 melee and 2 toxic damage each, where X equals the number of primordial seeds in play plus 1. Oh boy. So this is a dangerous power, especially when there's a damage boosting effect. She can deal herself 2 and 2, which is presently 3 and 3 by Obsidian Field, and if we get Inspiring Presence out, it will be 4 and 4. But at the same time, I can deal 4 and 4 damage to a number of targets. Always at least 1, even if there are no seeds in play. If there are many seeds in play, I can hit many things. So it's a dangerous power, but an effective power. Alright, I do not want to play that card. The top card is... oh boy. It is a seed. Do we know what seed it is? It is either Creeping Mold, so it deals damage when it enters play, or Vitalized Thorns, with the ongoing effect thing. So I know it's a seed, but I think I want to get more seeds in the deck. And let's heal Akash and Omni. Alright. 2 card plays. I could Hypersonic Assault, and then I don't have to worry about the Velociraptor pack. Guess this isn't a bad time to do that, because I don't have to take out the Ensnaring Brambles, because it's only targeting seeds. So... oh, but if I accelerated Assault, then the Velociraptor pack is down to 1, but... that's okay. I could also just take out the Velociraptor pack because we're still on the front side. Reveal the bottom 2 cards of a deck. We did this on Tachyon last time. Let's try Legacy. Womp womp. The puns have been fading. I guess all the puns have fallen. There's no more puns left because it was after fall, you know. Okay, that was really bad. Didn't even make any sense. Inspiring Presence. Bear in mind that Akash'Flora will hit herself for more now. It is now 4 self-damage. Did I want to... yeah, I think we agreed we were going to do that. So Akash'Thriya is going to play something. Instantaneous Maturation is going to involve a lot of damage now, but it will give me a seed for free. I think there's other options, right? We could do Rapid Growth. But we'll do the shuffle, and then I could do a lot of discards and a lot of self-damage, but I can at least make sure the top card is a seed. Test, toast, tossed. Dinner time. That's not a pun. Alright, have fun with dinner, my Grit P. Let's do rapid growth. We already did instantaneous maturation last turn. I don't think there's any more seeds in the trash, though, but... Actually, no, there's no seeds in the trash. But we can do this to control the top card, so I'm going to do that. Shuffle the environment trash in. Top card is Akash'Thriya's. So I'm actually not going to do this. But I will still deal 2 damage. And I will deal 2 damage to Ensnaring Brambles. I don't want to destroy the Ensnaring Brambles, though. Because then I'll discard Akash'Thriya's card. But I am relatively safe to play a component, so we'll get the Electro Deployment out. And now I could do 7 damage with Rocket Punch, so I feel like it's Rocket Punch time. I feel like I can't not do 7 damage. I'm being very Jeremy here, but it's either 7 damage or a random card that might just get discarded because I don't want it, so. Defensive Blast is a beautiful card with all the boosts. Vitalized Thorns is coming out. Velociraptor Pack could not deal damage. So the Vitalized Thorns is now out. Whenever a non-hero target deals damage to Akash'Thriya, this card deals that target 1 melee damage. Bear in mind we have 2 damage boosters here, so it's going to do a lot of damage. Yes, because we don't want Akash'Bhuta to play cards. We will instead play an Insula Primalis card, which is Enraged T-Rex. And I get a choice to play a card or discard the top card of the environment deck. I'm going to discard the top card of the environment deck because it's not an Akash'Thriya card. And again, Healing Pollen is the choice here because Healing Pollen does not deal damage directly. Now, powers. So we don't have a means of preventing damage to Akash'Flora. Actually, we... if I have Legacy use a power for Akash'Thriya to play instantaneous maturation to get... Oh, did I draw all of them? Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, we drew all of them. Strangling Roots is currently in my hand, and the other 2 copies are in the deck. No, there's one... Wait, where's the... Oh, the other's in the play. Okay. So that's not the option to make. So I think it's not worth doing. I mean, it is at 12 HP, though. It is pretty healthy. And I mean, like, the main use of this card is to use powers. Because 2 targets regaining 1 HP is rather weak. I mean, HP is HP, but it is rather weak. So maybe I'll permit 1 power. I'll let myself use 1 power. That's fine. The trash is not a thing. So Primeval Germination is going to shuffle a card from the trash in the deck, so I don't need to really utilize Cultivation unless I could discard many things into my trash or something. Or into the trash. I could also use Thrashing Brambles. Well, I do... I'm trying to figure out how to decide whether I want environment targets in play or destroyed, and if I want them destroyed, I obviously want Buddha flipped. On the other hand, As the Earth Turns is in play, so I could have the villain play a card only to play an environment card instead. But that will play an Insula Primalis card. I am in the middle of analysis paralysis here, folks. I think I'm going to move the Enraged T-Rex out of play with Legacy's power. Bare minimum. That can happen on his turn, though, so I'm not in a rush to do that. Velociraptor Pack is low. And I don't want to destroy it directly if I'm going to do that, so... On the other hand, the chances of it getting destroyed, it can only get destroyed by Akash'Bhuta playing something that hits it. Or, actually, no, hold that back. We do have another Disrupt the Field. All bets are off. We don't want that to happen. So, let's use this now. We want to stop Akash'Bhuta from playing cards. And now I'm not going to do any more powers because that was a lot of damage. Alright, so. We do have another As the Earth Turns. I mean, I guess I could do it again. But if I did that, then why did I move cards around? That was dumb. I have a Thrashing Brambles I could use for powers because we have 3 seeds in play, so I could deal 4 and 4 damage to 5 targets. No, 4 targets, but I don't need to do that much damage. And then the seeds in my deck still... I mean, I think we've seen all the seeds at some point, so... Or no, we haven't found a Noxious Pod yet. Alright, let's get a Noxious Pod into play. Because here's what I can do. Noxious Pod says... You may discard any number of cards, draw as many cards as you discard this way, +1. And seeds, if I want them to be in the environment trash with my base power, it would be easier to discard them and then move them that way. I mean, I'll draw more cards that way, so yeah. Instantaneous Maturation, and then we will get Noxious Pod put on top, and then we'll play it immediately. I will discard Strangling Roots. I'll discard Healing Pollen. I think I will keep the others. Scatter Seeds, Creeping Mold, and Cultivation. So I think Scatter Seeds was new. One shot, Akash'Thriya deals herself up to 4 psychic damage, draw X cards, and discard X cards, where X equals the amount of damage Akash'Thriya has dealt herself this turn. Move any number of Primordial Seeds from your trash to the environment trash. So this is a beautiful card. Because we can move seeds from my trash to the environment trash super quickly with this. And then with Cultivation, we could then shuffle all of those cards into the environment deck immediately. So in fact, I'm gonna, like, do that literally right now. Scatter Seeds. Now, I can deal myself a buttload of damage, but the more seeds I have, the more I can discard. And I only have 1 in my hand right now. So I will deal myself a buttload of damage. I am, you know, hurting, but Akash'Thriya is all about the self-damage. And now look, I dealt myself 6 damage, so I'm going to draw 6 cards. And we are hoping for as many Primordial Seeds as possible. Which we didn't get, but we do have some new cards here to read out loud. I'm drawing a lot of cards. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Let's read this specific phrase. This turn. Yeah. I forgot that clause. Let's read cards specifically. Amount of damage Akash'Thriya has dealt herself this turn. Oh boy, we almost drew all the cards in the deck and would have shuffled the trash, but we did not. Alright, I don't even know how many cards I'm discarding because I lost track because I expected 6. But what cards have we gotten that are new here? Earth's Attunement. Ongoing. At the end of your turn, Akash'Thriya may deal herself 2 psychic damage. If she takes damage this way, shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck. Power. Play the top card of the environment deck. You may destroy an environment card. So if we know the top card is an Akash'Thriya card, we can play it for free and then destroy an environment card. One with the land. Ongoing limited. Whenever a primordial seed is destroyed, you may move it to the environment trash. So now this is another means of getting seeds into the environment trash. Whenever a hero target would be dealt damage by an environment card, you may redirect that damage to a primordial seed. So this can protect heroes and allow for specific primordial seeds to be destroyed. Primeval Germination was already in play. Rapid Growth. I think we played that at one point. Scatter Seeds we just played. Do I want to play that one again? I know we already saw that one and this one. You know, in the physical game, you can see the card back, so you know when a seed is on top of the environment. Do they change the backs here? Yes. I've actually been keeping an eye on the Insula Primalis deck because you can see whether it's Insula Primalis or Akash'Thriya. And they are very distinct because Akash'Thriya is a pinkish Oblivion styled back. Insula Primalis is a yellow Insula Primalis style back. Alright, so we're going to discard Primordial Seeds. That's like the obvious choice because we want those in the trash because we're going to move all of them into the environment trash immediately. Alright, all of those have been moved. Now, many choices here. I don't even know how many I'm discarding, so this is going to be fun. I'm going to discard duplicates, especially ones that are limited because I can't do more than one. There is a chance that one will be destroyed though. Scatter Seeds is technically... I don't think I'm going to use this again because that was ridiculous, but that is gone. Verdant Explosion can allow for some primordial tree HP recovery, but Akash'Thriya will deal ourselves damage. I'm going to discard that one. We'll keep Earth's Attunement. Cultivation currently in play, so I'll get rid of that one. Primeval Germination currently in play. And now you can move any number of primordial seeds from your trash to the environment trash. Why don't we do all? Choose for me. There's the thing. Okay. So, this might be the time to flip her. Because there are 6 seeds in the trash. There are 2 seeds in the deck. So, 8 out of 21 cards are seeds. If I shuffle it, that is very likely that a seed will be played. I know cultivation isn't limited, but I'm gonna draw it back at some point. I wanted to keep the others more. There are no more seeds in my hand or my trash, so I guess I'm gonna use cultivation at least. Yeah, let's shuffle all the cards. And now you can see that the environment deck now displays Akash'Thriya's deck icon, so it is an Akash'Thriya card there. So cultivation will actually, I can play it immediately. Play the top card of the environment deck. It is Strangling Roots, which doesn't really do too good, but can reduce damage there. I don't want to reduce Akash'Bhuta's damage. I could reduce Akash'Flora's, but that's not going to do anything. Don't discard 2. Top card is another Akash'Thriya card, so let's go ahead and play it. You get Creeping Mold, so I can actually take out the brambles. Oh no! Oh no, I forgot that. No! Tachyon, why did you do the thing the last turn, you moron? Alright, let's not destroy Ensnaring Brambles because Akash'Bhuta cannot deal damage. Alright, stop that. And then, alright, Akash'Thriya needs to heal. And Omnitron can heal. Akash'Thriya is starting to look a little low. I mean, she's only at 17 HP, but like, some heroes end up at 17 HP after turn 1. Tachyon is the new Jeremy. Why did she do that? Okay, I don't like my options here. Lightspeed Barrage has 7 bursts. That would be 9 damage. Sucker Punch isn't going to destroy anything. I guess I could just play it there. It's in the trash. Now Lightspeed Barrage will do 10 damage. But I want to hold on to that, so I'm going to skip that. And I think Tachyon's going to experiment on herself, because we need Tachyon to get more cards. 2 Sucker Punches! Achievement unlocked! Play Sucker Punch 3 times in a single turn. Some heroes lie awake at night dreaming of having 17 HP. True story. Alright. Well, now I can take out Ensnaring Brambles. So I'm gonna do that. Enraged T-Rex, I don't actually have to deal with because it's targeting Legacy, who is immune to environment damage, so I'm going to ignore that. I'm gonna Motivational Charge, I think, because I can. And Akash'Flora will heal. I really want another Heroic Interception because that would be awesome. Why didn't? I almost said womp womp, and then I said, why didn't? Why didn't? Why didn't? Okay. So we do have Defensive Blast, but no plating in play. If I can play Defensive Blast and the chassis, I could then use Defensive Blast, dealing each non-hero target 1 damage of each type currently reduced by a plating card, which would be 3 cold, 3 fire, 3 lightning, and 3 energy. So I think I want to play one of those. Then I'll play a Defensive Blast. Then I'll discard a plating card. Because damage is my middle name. I brought Omnitron-X so I could do powers on Akash'Flora's deck, but then I never really did that. But okay, I got another plating. Omnitron-X is alive. And then Velociraptor pack. Well, all right. So the environment is gonna, or Akash'Bhuta is gonna play a card. If she plays a target though, that discards the top card, and the top card is Akash'Thriya's card. So I think I want Primeval Germination to go off first. So Noxious Pod comes out. So my deck's gonna shuffle. There aren't seeds in my trash though, but I do have one in my hand. So let's draw as many cards as you discard this way +1. So I'll discard 1. Well, if I discard 2, then I draw the remaining 3 cards, and I know what the 3 cards are. And then I could try using Scatter Seeds, I guess, but I have to... That's not going to work out, though. Yeah, it's not going to work out. That's a bad idea. So I'll just discard the seed and keep the rest. Lewd Damage Dolphin. Is that difficult to write on official forms? Yes, because official forms do not permit quotes, so I've had struggles. Nah. Alright, Velociraptor pack's taking out one of these guys. So what do we want to have go off? Healing Pollen, because each hero target regains 1. Vitalized Thorns. Actually, we want to keep that one, I think. I mean, we can use it to deal lots of damage, but... Noxious Pod deals damage. Strangling Roots. Destroy an environment card or a target with 3 or fewer, which, by the way, includes Primordial Seeds. I think we'll do Healing Pollen. Consulting Designer just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you for the subscription, Consulting Designer. Your support helps keep me on the air, because without me on the air, you would not get Akash'Thriya games. I'm contractually obligated to play Akash'Thriya. I was really hoping to play, gosh, 3 games tonight, but I think that's not going to happen now. Why did I decide to play Akash'Bhuta if I wanted to do that, though? Seriously. Let's stop Strangling Roots from dealing damage, because that's the only one that doesn't really matter. So. Oh, and you're also running. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Consulting Designer. I will see you later. So what do I want to do now? My deck is empty, so if I draw a card, I will shuffle my trash in. So if I want those seeds to go in the environment deck, then I gotta do something different. I could use base power right now. Akash'Thriya will deal itself damage, but then it's in the trash. But I do have to... Well, the thing is, if it's in my trash, though, and then I shuffle it, then it's bad. We did not have this in play? I wanted that in play. I was hoping to have that in play so we could move Primordial Seeds, but then I didn't get it in play. I guess we'll play it at some point this turn. Yeah, so I think I'm not gonna bother. I'll play one with the land, because then I'll be more willing to destroy seeds, I guess. And then power shuffle a seed, I guess, from the trash. So I don't need to worry about having another power there. A power for Tachyon to experiment on the bottom of her deck. A power for Legacy to play Bolster Allies. But then if I do that, then I shuffle my trash, so I don't want to do that. Let's have Tachyon use a power first. We will experiment on Tachyon. We get 2 pushing the limits, which really means 1 pushing the limits. Doesn't really help me that much. Is this may draw a card? No, it's forced drawing. Forced drawing! I think we'll skip the rest. And then I'll do one with the land. And then I'll move a card from my trash because I'm going to shuffle my trash into my deck. So we'll get that. This is still in play right now, right? So yeah, it's there. So I'm going to shuffle Healing Pollen, or move Healing Pollen rather. And then that. Don't discard. Discard or play. Let's discard. Let's shuffle Healing Pollen in. Top card is now a Thriya card. Yes. Did I say forced drawing? Well, I didn't, but maybe I actually did. I'm gonna keep this. Tachyon's high on HP. She's tied with Akash'Thriya, which means she's high on HP. I think I'm gonna hold on to those cards though. I'm gonna keep experimenting on Tachyon. Let's try getting Tachyon into a position that's good for like Lightspeed Barrage. It's in hand. I'm just waiting for an opportune time to play it. I'm treeing really hard here. We draw Nimble Strike and Lightspeed Barrage number 2. The other Lightspeed Barrage was played earlier in the game, so those are all the Lightspeed Barrages she's going to get until she shuffles. So, I forgot what hit the Velociraptor pack. What hit the Velociraptor pack? Oh, Accelerated Assault. Okay. Because if Omnitron's going to do the defensive blast again, then everything on the board's going to get wiped. So I don't need to, like, use Motivational Charge on the Velociraptor pack. So maybe instead I'll do Bolster Allies now, because cards. 1 with the land, 2 in the fish. Or one with the land is worth 2 in the bush. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And we'll do HPs. This is a -1, but Mountainous Carapace is dying to Omnitron-X anyway. Already at max, already at max, already at max, already at max, already at max. Legacy Ring, hello. Where have you been all my life? Let's draw a card. Reactive plating. There's not a means of getting these from the trash, so I'm gonna reset. I get another plating. I'm just trying to maximize the platings. But now I could play reactive plating so that if I'm for some reason dealt a particular type of damage, I can react, and then I could reactive plating to discard, and something happens. Oh boy, your second favorite new hero and your favorite flippy fight. The fun thing is I can control when Akash'Bhuta flips. I've not actually been doing too much of that, but I can control when she flips. Alright, so the Carapace is destroyed, so the rest of this doesn't matter. Alright, so what is Buddha going to be down to? 56. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. And she's not playing a card on the environment turn because we're getting an Akash'Thriya card. This Akash'Thriya card is Noxious Pod. Discard any number of cards, draw cards. So let's move cards from my hand that are seeds into the trash. And how many seeds are still in my deck? There's 1. So I might try to get set up for scatter seeds to put the remaining primordial seeds into the trash. So with the land, once all the seeds are in the environment trash or in play, then they're always going to end up in the environment trash or in play. So once they're there, then things are excellent. So I think I want to try to make sure I get that last seed. So I'm going to start discarding various cards. Yeah, I know that one's not limited. Whatever. I don't need 2 scatter seeds. Let's... And this is already in play, right? I didn't screw this up this time. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's do this. Draw lots of cards. As the earth turns. Cultivation. So in my experience with Akash'Thriya, I tend to end up with lots of cards in her hand. Like over the course of the game, she slowly gains cards to the point that she has her entire deck in her hand. Which is funny. So you can kind of like do whatever you want after a certain point. Her card draw is very strong. So a card was discarded. I think it was that, yeah. Okay. So power use. I mean, once again, Omnitron-X will wipe the board with the plating thing. I could do it right now, and then we will lose the -1. So I'm going to do that right now. This might be the turn where the game ends. In fact, it most likely is the turn where the game ends. Carapace is destroyed. I have 12 cards in play, 12 cards in hand, 6 cards in the deck, 6 cards in the trash. Okay. Tachyon is going to experiment on herself to get more bursts in her trash. Fleet of Foot. We get Rapid Growth. Fleet of Foot. Inspiring Presence. Disruptive Flechettes. So I'm going to play Fleet of Foot, which gives me Verdant Explosion, Lightning Reflexes, Heroic Interception, hello, Disruptive Flechettes. So now there's many options here. Let's Lightning Reflexes. Now I have 2 card plays. I know I don't have to do this, but I'm going to do this right now. I now have 3 card plays. I now have 2 card plays. I have 1 card play. And Hug Goggles isn't really anything good. Blinding Speed, put another burst in the trash. We do have a burst in play right now. We have 2 bursts in play, so I don't really want to play Lightspeed Barrage right now, but really, if I could play both, then the game's over, but I can't. So let's see if I can just try to win this turn. Lightspeed Barrage for 15 damage. So all we need to do is do 12 more damage this turn. Oh. Right, yeah, that card was coming out. I forgot about that one. I don't want to destroy Obsidian Field. I'll destroy Reactive Plating. No, I'll destroy Synaptic Interruption. Because bursts. Actually, no, we can do the game right now. Here it is. Because Legacy will let Tachyon play a card. I think the game might end this round. Ends at the start of Akash'Thriya's turn. There it is. That is how you dominate the game with Akash'Thriya. That only took, 3 hours. No. Only took, 3 half hours. Okay. So, as is typical in Dolphin's Dive games, the second game of the evening is a viewer's choice game. I will tell you right now, you're not choosing hero number 1 because it's Akash'Thriya. Who wants to participate in viewer's choice? The way the viewer's choice works is if you want to participate, I add your name to a list and I ask people questions from the list one by one. For instance, Ratio for Dan, Sanvar, Evil Dice Monkey, Hankroyd, Jor Fizzban, Missing Number the Great, and Janagro. That is a healthy list today. So I will ask people questions one by one. The first question is, are you doing classic or team? Now I am on the beta build, which is why I'm able to select Akash'Thriya. So technically, Oblivion is an option here. We're not going to play Oblivion. Oblivion is not a choice. And I'm going to say right now, you will see La Commodora is on this list. You will see Harpy is on this list. You'll see Luminary and Lifeline. You will see that the environments have Champion Studios, and Fort Adamant, and Meridian Refuge, and Mordengrad, and there's one more, Nexus of the Void. You cannot select those. If you do, I will force you to select a different one. I am only permitted to show you Akash'Thriya. So, you cannot select those. We're playing team. So the next question goes to Sanvar. 3, 4, or 5 villain/heroes. Evil Dice Monkey, choose villain number 1. Hankroyd, choose villain number 2. Jor Fizzban, choose hero number 2. Missing Number, choose villain number 3. Janagro, choose hero number 3. Blood Mage Lifeline kind of counters bots. Okay, so we're doing 4. So Ratio for Dan, choose villain number 4. Sanvar, choose hero number 4. Nope, not Sonic Blade, sorry. Did I do that previously as well? No, I did. I mean, if Sonic Blade does come in and wants to pick something, we can give them an option. He's not on the list, though. Evil Dice Monkey, where we Hero 4, Villain 4, and then Hero 4, and then Environment, and then Hankroid. Choose Villain, difficult number 1 difficulty. Dwarf Fizban, choose Villain number 2 difficulty. Wizzy number, choose Villain number 3 difficulty. And then Janagro, choose Villain number 4 difficulty. And this is a perfect spread because everyone got an equal number of questions. So now I go back up the list and I see what people have said. Dwarf Fizban was hero number 2. He chose Dr. Medico, which is over here. Void Guard Dr. Medico. And then before that, or after that, Evil Dice Monkey, Luminary / Blade, Villain 1. Baron Blade. Villain number 2 is La Capitan, as homage to La Commodora. Missing number, remind you who has Professor Pollution in their deck. I don't remember. Janagro was... Where is Janagro? Hero number 3. So Argent, Adept, Classic. And I've said I was going to show the alternate artwork, the original artwork. This is Akash'Thriya original. This was the foil art. This is the original art. We'll play with the original art there because it's different. Right, so... Argent Up Classic, and then things, and then Sanvar was hero number 4, says normal Stuntman. Janagro was difficulty 4, so standard there whenever we get that. Standard Operative. Well, Operative. Villain number 1 standard, villain number 2 standard, villain number 4 Christopher and Adam reading letters to you. I am not allowed to play variant Akash, so I will not do that. Let's go with the other dinosaur deck, Time Cat. Whee! Okay, so let's double check. Villain 1 standard, villain 2 standard. Villain 3 difficulty was missing number, said standard. Okay, well that lined up perfectly for you. And then Chattergo's standard. Alright. Everyone's standard. Fine, I'm okay with this. It's the winter of standards. So, Baron Blade, La Capitan, the Operative, and Citizens Hammer and Anvil versus Akash'Thriya, Void Guard, Dr. Medico, Argent Adept, and Stuntman. All of these are normal, geez. In Time Cataclysm. At long last, the world shall truly tremble in the clutches of Baron Blade. Endure, grow, bloom. She says a lot of single-word sentences. Which I'm okay with. It's probably her mechanic. None of this is normal. This is not how viewer's choice normally works. Normally it's all ultimates and advanced. Okay. So, yeah, this is getting a bit late, so I'm going to read these cards. I'll pull them up, but I don't think I'm going to read up the effects out loud. Accelerate Nature's Order. Akash'Flora. Noxious Pod. I don't know why. I feel like I'm being like Peter Griffin, who doesn't know what's going on. And Vitalized Thorns. Excellent. I don't know what any of these do. Void Guard Dr. Medico has Flare Up, Healing Pulse, Triage, and Universal Donor. Argent Adept has Arcane Cadence, Instrumental Conjuration, Scherzo of Frost and Flame, and Silver Shadow. And Stuntman has 2 Lambuscades, a Stylish Armor, and Training Montage. Smashing. She's been hit with a Pollution Bomb. I have a feeling she's been a bit scrambled. Ah, right, yeah. Alright, so Baron Blade will get Genetically Fused Physique and a random device. At the end of his turn, he deals the hero target with the lowest HP and himself 2 melee damage, which generally means he'll be hitting the seeds if they come out. Capitan. If Chiquito is in play, she deals damage. If Chiquito is not in play, she gets Chiquito and someone discards a card. Let's remember that whenever you discard a card, Chiquito steals it the first time. Let's not forget that this time, because I have a bad time remembering that. Chiquito is my arch nemesis. The Operative, at the end of the Operative's turn, deals the hero target with the second lowest 2 damage. Also, she starts with Ayaudo Practitioner. La Capitan starts with Chiquito. Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, we get a position and hammer and shield, and Citizen Hammer deals the non-villain with the second highest 2 fire. Citizen Anvil flips Citizen Hammer if he's incapped. Excellent. Genetically fused physique, and the device is negation bands. Ew. Chiquito and Ayaudo Practitioner, and the position is cover fire. It's not Bastion, so everything's good. And hammer and shield. Baron Blade plays Julan, who is considered to have the lowest HP. Dr. Medico will be hitting himself a lot, so we'll hit Argent Adept instead. Anyone who is not named Dr. Medico is going to have a much easier time regaining HP. Is now the time for Akash'Thriya? See, the thing is, there's going to be many, many turns before Akash'Thriya becomes a thing. Accelerate Nature's Order plays environment cards. When a non-target enters play, deal yourself damage, destroy an environment. When you play a target this way, that target deals 1 damage. Time Cat doesn't really have too many targets, though, and some of them aren't even good, except for Passing Tumbleweed, which is, like, for some reason, one of my favorite cards, as I discussed on Mondays on deck. Passing Tumbleweed is, like, it's a 1 HP target that, like, tends to just get destroyed by incidental damage. And even if, like, it survives, if it's the only environment card in play, it destroys itself. And for some reason, I love this card. In the rare occasion that it actually does something, you can actually destroy an environment card, but I find it super funny. I think I want to get something out for villains to hit. Because, I mean, Baron Blade will target the lowest HP, right? So getting something that isn't Akash'Thriya will help with that. Capitan hits the highest. Operative hits the second lowest. Citizen Hammer hits the second highest. Cover Fire does reaction damage. I think... I mean, I have not played a Seed from hand yet. I'm going to play a Seed from hand. So Noxious Pod didn't have me discard cards because it was not played from the environment deck, but I will move a Seed from hand into the trash. I was trying to figure out what the was. There's a really weird emphasis on in my experience. Okay, so what just happened here, by the way, was a tripsy let's go to the environment turn thing. During that turn, villain targets are immune to damage from environment cards, so Marsquake is actually tragic, but... Missing Number just did a... Capitan, please don't do that while I'm typing. Missing Number just did a reversal of a sentence in the middle of the thing. It's a palindrome for those who have heard that phrase before. Universal Donor, whenever Medico is dealt damage, a hero target other than Dr. Medico regains 1. Is a good effect. Combos really well with Healing Pulse. Healing Pulse will also provide HP recovery at the end of his turn, though. Universal Donor can actually do self-recovery, unlike other things. Marsquake, by the way, is going to destroy an ongoing card, bear in mind, unless I can destroy an environment card, which I don't think I will be able to, so... Let's put out Lembuscade for that, so I don't have to worry about it. I just assumed it was a cat on the keys. So every time like Capitan plays a card or does that effect, you're just gonna type the rest of your sentence as a reversal of the front half. Also, Taco Cat is a palindrome. This only benefits hero character cards, which is makes me sad. So I'm gonna put out Universal Donor. And the next time that target regains HP, increase the amount regained by 1. Akash'Thriya would love this effect. Instead, let's give it to Akash'Thriya, I guess. My favorite palindrome is I. Technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. Student of Many Masters deals 1 damage. But someone can regain a hit point. Oh my gosh! I don't want to heal the Noxious Pod. That's just obnoxious. I want that seed to ferment. I don't want it to linger. All right. I need something that does something. By the way, I've not done any damage to any villain targets yet, so I should change that. I want to get rid of the negation bands, and Marsquake can get rid of genetically fused physique. So if I can get rid of both, that's great. Scherzo Frost and Flame will deal 2 damage. Lambuscade will deal 5 damage. Or I could deal 3 irreducible damage, which, hey, irreducible damage. No, it's noxious. So negation bands would die to Lambuscade anyway. So I think I'm going to Arcane Cadence, and maybe we'll get a power thing. When you got another Arcane Cadence. Vernal Sonata in hand, unless you're crazy and you discard it, like I do sometimes, because I'm weird. Alacritus Abdominant on top, because that can speed up Argent Adept setup if you use it correctly. One of these instruments will go on the bottom, the other will go in the trash. Either way, they can be conjured by an instrument, so it doesn't 100% matter, but you could use Vernal Sonata on one, so let's put Zeus Bell in the trash. And then I get another Vernal Sonata. Put that in hand. Polyphoric Flare, I haven't really used too much. It's like an excellent card when you're fully set up, but I never really get fully set up. And then once I'm fully set up, then I don't ever play it, so... I know, it's an excellent card. Trade a card play for a power use, and Argent Adept loves power uses, but we don't have extra powers here yet, so I don't know. Idosaur's Harn on top, Flare on the bottom, Subdominant in the trash, and Subdominant in play. And then I will use to perform. A player may play a card. So I could actually have several things happen here. Experimental Medicine with Universal Donor is a great combo. Also, we should bear in mind that Dr. Medico can deal irreducible damage. He doesn't frequently deal damage that isn't to himself, but if Bastion does come out, we might need Dr. Medico to deal damage. Anyway. Yeah, let's put out... Well, if I put out Experimental Medicine out of turn, it doesn't really do anything but deal me self-damage, so I'm not going to do that. I could put out Healing Pulse, and then the combination of everything would be excellent, so I might just do that. Get Medico super set up. Junkrat is really good. Speaking of the devil... So Bastion kind of screws things up. Reduce damage dealt to villain character cards other than Citizen Anvil by 2. I mean, it just doesn't... I can still take out negation bands. It just... super sucks. However, Stuntman can deal irreducible damage, so you can kind of just ignore things. Speaking of irreducible damage, Stuntman is really good at irreducible damage, so when I talk about Dr. Medico dealing damage... Yeah, so Bastion is out. So the highest priority has become Citizen Anvil, right? Yes. Why didn't I training montage? Because I forgot that I had it. That's okay, we'll do it next turn. Training montage, I could have played an ongoing card. So yeah, draw a card and then play an ongoing card, and I could have drawn more cards. Okay, well, it's fine. Get rid of genetically fused physique. Get rid of Lambuscade. This card was destroyed, so I can deal one target 5 damage. Get rid of negation bands. Now, Baron Blade cannot heal. Rift in time, rift in time. Surprise! Shopping trip! Very dangerous in a vengeance game. 2 heroes with the highest are being dealt damage. That's sad. Oh no, and Bastion is out. No! No! I refuse. I refuse. This hits like nothing, except I guess it does hit these things. Ugh. Why? Why do you do the things that you do? Okay, well, I can't hit Anvil because of Hammer and Shield. I can't hit the other villain characters, so I guess I'm hitting Chiquito and Hammer and Shield and Zhulong. Akash'Thriya is not dealing herself damage, by the way. The good news is we can accelerate Nature's Order and maybe destroy Surprise Shopping Trip without some self-damage, but with Surprise Shopping Trip damage. But yeah, Akash'Thriya is not going to deal damage because of regression darts. And it looks like currently Stuntman won't be able to deal damage. But if I have Medico heal... No, he can't heal. Damn it! Ugh. Well, let's heal Argent Adept. And maybe try to get him to be highest. It's not going to happen, but we'll try to get Argent Adept higher, because he's not going to deal damage either. He doesn't need to deal damage. Oh, well, okay. Good! My principal damage dealer cannot deal damage. I kind of just realized that Stuntman is the only person who can deal consistent damage in this team. Not that Akash'Thriya can't deal damage. Just tends to be to herself. Alright, accelerate Nature's Order. Card entered play, so I'm going to deal damage first. This is either a good plan or a crazy plan, and I don't know yet what it is. We got a target, so it stays in play, so damage happens. Chiquito was destroyed. And then this deals damage. I can at least hit Anvil with this, unlike the other times. And that's not a target. I'm gonna fast forward through this. I don't know why I didn't fast forward before. I don't generally fast forward, but this is definitely a lot of repetition. That's useless. Alright. So now I can destroy a card, like Surprise Shopping Trip. Yay! And I do have a main computer room that I'm gonna deal with, maybe someday, or I'll just focus on Anvil, because Bastion is terrible. Shuffle something somewhere. Do I have any in my trash? Yeah, we have Noxious Pod. Let's move Noxious Pod from my trash. And now I have 3 healing pollens in my hand. Capitan says ongoing card, and then Chiquito, and then Argent Adept is forcibly discarding a card. I'm not gonna use Idasar's Horn. Oh no, Chiquito stole the card! No! Alright, well, Crushing Hallway is actually a terrible card to have come out, but I mean, we do have Rift in Times, plural. So actually, we can destroy main computer room, we can destroy crushing hallway, and then the environment plays 3 cards, which is probably better than main computer room and crushing hallway. So we're gonna do that. Experimental medicine. Yeah. Medico's gonna be super healy now, and then heal Argent Adept. Because with experimental medicine, this is ridiculous HP recovery. Of course, we have to make sure Medico survives, but he can always heal himself here. We can always use Universal Donor instead. Argent Adept can deal damage, but if you're having him do damage, something very wrong has occurred, or you specifically built a team for him to do damage, or you've galaxy brained Argent Adept. Alright, Professor Pollution. Hey, speaking of Professor Pollution, here she is. Alright. I don't have my power card. Are there cards from trashes we want? Lembuscade, we have one in hand, it's okay. Medico has no cards in the trash. You have Accelerate Nature's Order. I have Scherzo, Frost, and Flame. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna conjure an instrument. I'm gonna search my deck for the harp. And then I draw Akpunku's drum. Well, I was hoping to draw something that I could play with Argent Adept there. I could still play something with Argent Adept here, but I'm not fond of these choices. Stuntman cannot deal damage. Medico could make everyone immune to damage except himself. This card lets Medico deal damage, fun fact. And then Triage. Well, I don't think I really want to do that out of turn, really. So, I do have the Akash'Thriya, but I probably would rather do that on my turn. So, ah boy, I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna get out the Scherzo. So now I have a secondary damage dealer. Destroy the environment target with the lowest. So the giant mutated specimen. Stunny. And I think we'll put out stylish armor because nothing else really makes sense. Can't deal damage. Violent escalation. Alright, we're gonna destroy main computer room, and then we're gonna destroy crushing hallway. And then the 3 environment card plays are Filter Spy, Tendrils of Madness, and Atlantean Throne Room. Now, I love Atlantean Throne Room, honestly. Especially in a Vengeance game, because it does reduce your damage dealing, but it also reduces the villain damage dealing, and that kind of matters more. Yeah. Also, Tendrils of Madness targeted Akash'Thriya, right? Increased damage dealt by Akash'Thriya by 1. Hello. I can't deal damage, but hello. Now is the time for Akash'Thriya. Akash'Thriya will really love, by the way, Atlantean Throne Room, because the self-damage will be reduced by 1. So powers are more likely to be used in this game, unlike the last game where it was dealing itself 4 damage. Let's move a healing pollen, I guess. Well, we have Dr. Medico. I don't need healing pollen. Let's move Noxious Pod to the trash. It'll also love Dr. Medico. Yes, yes, indeed. Alright, so whenever Medico is a choice for healing, you kind of have to heal him, because he can heal everyone else super easily. Let's make sure that Akash'Thriya stays higher than Baron Blade, by the way. Alright, so Stitch in Time. When this card is destroyed, La Capitan takes a full turn out of turn order sequence at the end of the environment turn. Destroy this card. So that's coming up. Yes, I want to deal myself damage. Yes, I want to heal somebody. We'll heal Akash'Flora. This damages each hero character card. Flare up, deal damage, and then HP recovery. Impulsion Beam is out, by the way, which actually does make Akash'Flora not as effective, because Akash'Thriya cannot use more than 1 power per turn, and also it makes Argent Adept especially annoying. No, Flare Up. But Hammer and Anvil are just annoying, because Anvil's gonna come back with Bastion, unless another position comes out. Or I could just try to take out the Impulsion Beam, but why would I do that when I could just take out Baron Blade directly? I'll just take out Anvil to lose the -2. And then I'll focus on Baron Blade. See, in Vengeance games, it's very difficult for me to want to target these mini targets, because it's much easier to just go for the main villain, because getting rid of the main villain will deal with the lackeys more easily. 1 target regains 2. That could be Medico, will become 3, or I could Healing Pulse. That won't heal the tree though, but it will heal everyone for 3. Which, I mean, we are doing really healthy though, so I think I'm just gonna heal Medico, because Medico has a harder time healing. I could also heal the tree with this. I'll heal Medico. Second opinion. Which is at least a means of dealing damage out of turn. Or, not out of turn, a means of dealing damage, period. Alright, Medico, Akash'Flora, and Argent Adept. Remember when I played Scherzo of Frost and Flame and called Argent Adept the secondary damage dealer? That was funny. That's the tree! Medico can heal somebody. Like Akash'Flora! And see, Professor Pollution can't deal damage now because of Atlantean Throne Room, so that's why I feel like Atlantean Throne Room is excellent. It will make the game longer. On the other hand, I have Syncopated Onslaught, so who cares really? Alright, so 2 targets increase their damage by 1. Don't increase Akash'Flora, definitely increase Stuntman. Dr. Medico would be a choice, except Experimental Medicine stops it. Argent Adept would be a choice, but you can't actually benefit from it. And Akash'Thriya is a choice, except you can only deal self-damage right now. I could hit Filter Spy, because he's hitting Baron Blade, but that's getting reduced to 0. I guess I could make him do 1 damage. That is something. Alright. We're selecting the Filter Spy. Filter Spy now has a +1. It's the only choice that makes sense. How did it come to this? I don't know. Deals each character... Okay, well, there's no choice here. But... look at this. Right, well, if we can get out of turn powers, then this is beautiful. Oh, we are going to get an out of turn power. Then you may play a card or use a power. Your power will do 3 irreducible damage, so I guess the power is useful. Hidden Mine isn't going to do much right now. Lance Flammies. When it reduces the target to 2 or fewer, destroy that target. That's not going to help too much right now. When his power is used outside your turn. No, I'm just going to take another Stylish Armor. And then I'm going to do irreducible damage to Citizen Anvil. Oh look, it's boosted. That's how cool I am. Hey Pirate Savvy, how are you doing? Should I play training montage now? Cause this, oh no, I do have a boost, so it's actually gonna do 2 damage. I mean, it is 2 damage. And 2 damage is 2 damage. Whenever a non-hero card enters play, you may destroy this card to deal 1 target 5 melee damage or use a power. Let's do that. Because then we could probably deal with Anvil. How's Akash? Oh boy. We made Akash'Bhuta feel embarrassed after that game. That's how good it was. Filter Spy is my friend. Tendrils of Badness is my friend. Atlantean Throne Room is my friend. So I'm going to destroy Rifts of Time now. Rifts in Time. If none do, destroy this card. See, like, Atlantean Throne Room reduces damage, which is helpful to us. And we draw cards, which is helpful to us. I love this card. I don't know why people destroy this card. It's so good. Anyway. Coup this on. Charging Triceratops. I will destroy this card. I will... I think it's better to deal 1 target 5 damage, but it doesn't 100% matter. Yeah. Anvil is down. But wait, he's back. But he's at 5. Bastion is gone. The -2 is gone. So... I said Baron Blade was a oh, right. Hello. It is now Capitan's turn. I did this just for Pirate Savvy. I hit a button to make it Capitan's turn. Oh, by the way, it's the environment turn now. So during the environment turn, we started the Capitan's turn to make it the environment turn. We get to draw more cards. Woo! I'm like, so my head's so spinning now. I'm so like dizzy because of all of this effects. Passing Tumbleweed, my favorite card! Damage up by Akash'Thriya is increased. I think the first one got eliminated though, because it was technically the first turn. And now we're back to the environment turn. So if you're really confused by what just happened, it's La Capitan. Enough said. Alright, Omniblade. Damage, damage, things, stuff. Okay, so here's what happened now that there was a break. La Capitan had a card in play called Stitch in Time. When this card is destroyed, La Capitan takes a full turn out of turn order sequence. At the end of the environment turn, destroy this card. So we were at the end of the environment turn. So this card destroyed itself. This card got destroyed, so La Capitan takes a full turn out of turn order sequence. So now it's La Capitan's turn. She plays a card. The card she played was Throwback. The environment takes a full turn now out of turn order sequence. So during the villain turn that was happening within the environment turn, there was another environment turn. So within the environment turn, there was an environment turn. It's so great. Now just imagine how tripsy it would get if at that point Stuntman played, I cannot remember that card. In Medias Res. Imagine that at that point Stuntman plays In Medias Res. Oh boy, that would be even more tripsy. First hero to use a power. Everyone's going to use a power because this is only 1 damage to Akash'Thriya per power. And this is an out of turn power, so Stuntman loves this. We're going to deal damage to Citizen Anvil. Anvil's down to 1. Actually, let me take that back. 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 Argent Adept uses a power. Increases damage dealt by Stuntman. And then I don't think another choice makes sense. So I'll stop that. Because now Stuntman will take out Anvil. So, this doesn't really do anything, but it takes out Anvil. So if now Bastion comes out, then Anvil just gets resurrected and we don't have to deal with Bastion. Dr. Medico says, hello, friends. I'm gonna heal myself. Because I can't heal myself too well. Akash'Thriya is not going to use a power because it doesn't really matter, does it? Well... no. Well, yeah, we're going to scatter seeds, which means Akash'Thriya is going to discard a card, or move a card, rather, I guess. So there's one fever card to deal with, but then she drew a seed, so it doesn't really matter. She does have a +1 though, right? Increased damage dealt by, oh, by 2. Why did that not expire? Until this, that should have expired, I think. She got hit by Tendrils of Madness twice, but that was because the environment turn had an environment turn within the environment turn. I think that's a little buggy. Let's hit ourselves for max damage then. Exploit this bug. I will exploit bugs. Just to make John pay. So now everyone in chat is just typing forwards and backwards just for funsies. Alright, we're gonna discard. Oh, Chiquito stole it. That's okay. I have another one. You can keep that one. I'll discard that one. I don't remember how many damages I was dealt. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna move all of these cards into the environment trash. Oh no, I can't do another power this turn. Whatever am I gonna do? Heal Medico. Heal Stuntman. Capitan is playing another Stitch in Time. I feel like we were down this road before. Yes. Heal the Flora. Second Opinion. It's not gonna do too much though. Actually, no. We could have people use powers on my turn! Because Healing Pulse! Whoop, no, no, that was not what I wanted to play. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. That was not what I wanted to play. Alright, Healing Pulse, hello. Powers out of turn, hello. Heal the Flora. See, I don't have a choice here, which bothers me. I don't think it really matters. Well, I don't know it will matter. Yes. That was not the button I wanted to press. Welcome to the main menu of Sentinels of the Multiverse, friends. Yeah, so I feel like that should not be a choice, but I understand why it is, because it's technically an option. I don't want to automatically choose order of targets and effects when you're getting HP. Okay. It's like if it gets disabled when Scholar has Mortal Form to Energy, it should also get disabled when Medico has Second Opinion, because order will matter more. But anyway, Flora heals. No, Argent Adept. Hello, yes. What button did I hit? The button under Options. So under the Gameplay tab, automatically choose order of targets and effects when regaining HP. Alright, so Medico is going to give yet another +1 to Stuntman. And then this one doesn't matter because it's not going to last for much longer, but Stuntman will use a power to deal irreducible damage to Hammer. Let's just get rid of those two right now. Akash'Thriya, yeah, why not? I guess it was just a card draw, but that's okay. Akash'Flora gets a hit point or 2. Medico gets a hit point or 2. And then we'll give Stuntman hit points. Jeez. I have a pillow, but it keeps sinking too low. The Operative deals each hero target 1 toxic damage. You know, because of Atlantean Throne Room, this is dealing 0 damage, which is why I love Atlantean Throne Room. I don't understand why anyone ever destroys it. It's so safe. It makes games so much easier. I mean, I know there's situations where you want to destroy it, but whenever it gets destroyed, I cry. I want to get to powers. I have not gotten to powers yet. Counterpoint Bulwark will reduce damage to Akash'Flora. Sadistic Dissonant could destroy position cards. We're gonna play Arcane Cadence though. Do I have a Conjuration yet? I do have one, okay, so I'm not too worried about where the Lyra goes. Let's put the Dissonant in hand because I don't need it yet. Let's put the Bulwark on top because if I have nothing else to play, I want to play it. Let's put the Lyra... No, let's put the Pipes on the bottom because the Lyra in the trash I can get with Vernal Sonata. Oh no, I can't play another card. Screw you! Arcane Cadence. Actually, yeah, so, well... What does that mean then? Does it go back to my deck? I guess it's back to my deck. Okay. That's fine. +1 to Stuntman. Filter Spy is going after the Operative, so +1 to Filter Spy. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm only giving an increase to people who can actually deal damage right here. Burn the Divide. Destroys equipments. There are no equipments. Joke's on you. I don't have equipments. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, Hammer and Shield deals damage. Right, yeah. So we lost that damage dealing, which is perfect. Right, so, since we're getting tons of out-of-turn powers, I do want to think more about playing a card with a more useful power. Tailleur Incroyable is beautiful, though. It's inherently 3 irreducible damage when used out of turn. Where the damage increases, it's also beautiful, but... Lance Flammies isn't irreducible, but 2 damage versus 3 damage, I guess it's less damage, yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a damage, it's actually 1 damage here because, yeah. Alright, no, we have Moving Target. Hello, we have Moving Target. So Stylish Armor and Atlantean Throne Room will make Moving Target really easy to trigger. So we'll put out Stylish Armor now. And then we'll hit Hammer. And then everyone will draw cards. Threshing Brambles. From the Brink. Counterpoint Bulwark. Yeah, Counterpoint Bulwark was what I had put on the top. And I was going to play the Arcane Cadence number 2, but I drew it. So yeah, no, it went to the top of my deck. Select a card to put in the trash. Let's put the Seed in the trash because we can move it. Those were the 2 cards Chiquito had. Look at this! Passing Tumbleweed is actually gonna destroy something! Ah! Passing Tumbleweed is doing something okay, guys, this is the moment. Remember when there was the time that passing tumbleweed destroyed something? This is that moment. Except I'm probably not going to destroy. Oh no, and Tendrils of Madness isn't actually doing anything because Akash'Thriya isn't dealing damage. We're going to keep the passing tumbleweed, guys. I'm sorry, I'm flipping out too hardcore about this. I shouldn't be flipping out so hardcore. Stitch in Time was destroyed. Another good time span. So that was not much of an out of turn sequence, but okay. Typhoon each player must put one card from their hand on top of their deck, so this is sad. These choices, basically, if there's a card you're not going to play, just put it on top because I'll put Triage on top. You're going to draw the card back anyway. Unless you're gonna shuffle the deck. I mean, Arcane Cadence. I do want to play Arcane Cadence though, but I'll put a Vernal Sonata. No, I'll put the Drum on top because that's not one I don't really care about. And there's no one that really has like a reveal the top card of your deck and put into play effect, so it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna play Moving Target at some point, so. What card am I least likely? We'll do that one. Savvy, please tell the other pirate to stop sticking her cutlass into the time stream. Jeez. Okay. Expatriate is not in this game. And this is 0 damage to Stuntman. I could do 1 damage to Medico, but that's okay. Argent Adept will use Syncopated Onslaught to have Stuntman deal more damage. I don't think... Well, no, I don't think Argent Adept's going to deal damage. I don't think the other choices matter. Stuntman uses his base power out of turn. Deals 5 irreducible damage to Citizen Hammer. Medico. I would use Healing Pulse now, except he already used a power this turn on most heroes, and Impulsion Beam is still in play. So I think we're gonna do Universal Donor on Akash. Let's see how high we can get Akash's HP. I don't need to use this on Akash because it's not going to matter if I do it now or later, so that. At the end of your turn, discard to play the top card of the environment deck. Shuffle either one card or all cards from the environment trash into the environment deck. Earth's Attunement. Play the top card of the environment deck. You may destroy an environment card. Thrashing Brambles, increased damage dealt by Primordial Seeds. Akash'Thriya deals yourself and up to some number of targets damage based on the number of seeds in play. Can I reach triple digits? There we go! We've been missing out on puns for a while. Or, whenever a villain card would be played, Akash'Thriya may deal herself 2 psychic damage to play the top card of the environment deck instead. These 2 cards are Fixed Point and Oppressive Smog. Can we utilize Fixed Point somehow? I'm not sure how. I mean, Second Opinion we could keep in play. Experimental Medicine, we could not deal the damage but keep this card in play anyway. I'm not sure that that's any better than anything else. Argent Adept could let a hero use a power now, and then that card stays in play. Stuntman, I mean, he has a lot of cards that do things on destruction, so it's not as useful, but like if moving target would be destroyed, this card stays in play anyway. I mean, I don't know that that's 100% worth it though. I mean, like, Oppressive Smog actually is bad because it makes Medico less happy. So I think I don't want to do that. So instead, what could I do? Rapid Growth, shuffle the environment trash, discard cards, deal damage based on the cards. We do have a lot of seeds in the trash, so that would be cool. To rapid growth it. But then my power is useless, but I mean, that's okay. I could do cultivation now, and then shuffle a card where all cards discard or play the top card, which can get rid of Oppressive Smog, maybe. I mean, we only have 2 cards in the deck, so it is actually getting pretty easy to get whatever seed you want in play. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if I shuffle it now or later, because they'll come into play soon. So let's put Thrashing Brambles out. And then you have it. Now, I could do this, do 1 and 1 to myself, and 1 and 1 to someone else. I thought Anvil had, or Hammer had a reduction, but I guess it might be a position that does that. No, I'm not gonna do that. We'll just, because the deck's gonna shuffle soon, so I might as well just move seeds. Five environment cards in play, 2 in the deck, 18 in the trash. Capitan, cuando ahora? Destroy an environment. Destroy a villain ongoing card. Play the top card of the deck of that ongoing card. Destroy a hero ongoing card. Play the top card of the deck of that ongoing card. Destroy an environment card. Play the top card of the environment deck. So lots of destructions, lots of effects. Let's get rid of Iado Practitioner. I don't think. Well, no. Let's get rid of Good Time Span because I can't deal lots of damage to Capitan with that. We get Anomalous Shift. Shuffle each hero trash into the associated hero deck. I don't think that really matters. You aren't too worried about things in our trash. Theoretically, Akash'Thriya gets upset when her seeds are shuffled into her deck, but her trash was empty, so it doesn't matter. Reveal the top card of each hero deck, discard any one-shots, and then put the other revealed cards back on top. So let's do this one at a time so I can read these. Scatter Seeds, discarded. Medicos. Oh no, we knew what these cards are because we put them on top, so. Oh no! Oh no, that's still there. Never mind. We're fine. Everything's fine. Actually, I can get that power. I mean, I won't get Syncopated Onslaught going off, but I could get an out-of-turn power with that. So, let's destroy Scherzo Frost and Flame to play the top card of my deck, which is, oh my gosh, Inspiring Super Tonic. And let's get rid of the Typhoon. And we get Oppressive Smog. Right before Medico's turn. Can we make HP recovery irreducible, please? That is a mechanic that is yet to be explored. Oh jeez. I'm gonna leave this because it's actually doing really well with Healing Pulse. I know it's not gonna trigger this turn now, but it's really good with Healing Pulse. Well, we could use Life Force of Will instead to get the powers out of turn. And then again, this does nothing. Argent Adept can do a damage increase. I could use Inspiring Super Tonic, but it's not going to be any better because Stuntman can only use 1 power anyway. Numbers of Iridui. This isn't going to matter because it's not going to trigger. Stuntman uses power. I mean, yeah, that's overkill. I mean, like, it's not like Argent Adept had anything else to do. No, nothing in your trash. You do have something in your hand. Yeah, let's do that because you're gonna... Again, the environment deck's gonna shuffle soon. HP recovery is inerted, but increasing the next amount regained by 2 is okay. Regeneration is a means of... this will still do something because of the base power. So I might as well do that. The rest of this isn't going to do anything. Poison Blade. 0/0. And then this doesn't do anything. And then this doesn't do anything. Atlantean Throne Room is so good! Okay. Now I want an instrument. Lyra is in my... Or, the harp is somewhere. The harp's there. So I can give someone a power out of turn. I could increase... I could still... I can't do it myself now. Is the +1 better than doing 3 irreducible right now? I'm gonna go with... Oh, we got rid of it. Right, yeah, we did. Okay. Hammer and NAvil are gone. This is fine. Everything's fine. So now I want to get rid of Baron Blade so I can get rid of the Impulsion Beam. I could get rid of the Impulsion Beam directly, but why don't I just get rid of Baron Blades? So, yeah, we'll do it this way. Troyer Kid. And then this does nothing and I can't use a power. Ugh. So do I really want to use the harp this turn? Whatever. It's fine. Once we get rid of Baron Blade, we're not really going to care about anything. Oh no, that wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted moving target. Because Stuntman is having a hard time getting hit. Yeah. Card draws. Strangling Roots. Flare Up. Inventive Preparation. The usual solution. And now I can destroy Oppressive Smog without discarding a card. And now all cards other than this card are indestructible. So how can we exploit that? Empyrean, which isn't going to do anything. Medico, who can then proceed to heal Akash. Or Akash'Thriya, rather. Akash'Thriya is up to 19 HP. You can use a power because your damage was reduced to 0. This is going to go through. Let's put that on Argent Adept. You do 0, followed by 0. All right. Everyone uses a power, so Stuntman will use a power. Akash'Thriya will soon be the highest HP. Not really. I mean, actually, again, I should do it in this order. Argent Adept to give a damage increase. So I really should have done the damage increase on Argent Adept's turn, but whatever. Do this on Stuntman and no one else. So that Stuntman can deal 4 irreducible. And then Medico now could use Healing Pulse. Heal Akash. Flora, I guess there's technically 2 Akashas. Don't use powers because we already used them out of turn. We can only use 1 power per turn. Akash Flora takes damage and you don't matter. So now what do we want to do here? I think, well, as the Earth turns is risky because fixed point is in play. Actually, if we had Vitalized Thorns, we could actually play it and we'll stay in play because cards are indestructible. But we don't have that, do we? Let's put out Primeval Germination, right? Because we could shuffle a Primordial Seed from the Environment Trash into the Environment deck. And the deck is currently empty, which means that we can just stop the environment from doing anything ever. Right? Right. And then let's just keep moving seeds. And then HP. Let's heal Akash'Thriya. And then, oh my gosh, look at all these cards I could shuffle from the Environment Trash into the Environment deck. And the deck is currently empty, which means that this is going to enter play immediately. So is there something awesome that I could do here? We do have Thrashing Brambles, so increased damage dealt by Primordial Seeds by 1, which undoes the Atlantean Throne Room. So I could do something that does damage, deals up to 3 targets, 2 toxic damage each. That sounds good to me. Capitan, at the start of each hero's turn, reveal the top card of that deck. Okay. Let's not hit Stuntman because that will destroy moving target. Dr. Medico, deal damage to yourself, and then heal Flora up to 22. A target with max HP of 3 is at 22. Let's not hit a target with this. Life Force of Will. So what does that do? If the revealed card is a one-shot, discard it. Otherwise, put that card into play and that hero deals themselves 3 psychic damage. Okay, that's fine. So what do I want to do here? I guess flare up. Because that's damage. Damage is damage. 700% HP. Medico regains HP. Akash'Flora regains HP. And then Healing Pulse. To heal Akash'Flora up to 26. And then these heroes regain HP except they first use a power. Or no, you're at max. Oh no. You actually have to regain 3 HP. Okay. Lesson learned. I can still hit Baron Blade with 4 Irreducible. That's fine. That. There are more cards in the Environment Trash than there are environment cards. So I'm gonna stop healing, I guess, Stuntman and Argent Adept. You have to be dealt damage this way. But guess what? Stuntman can use a power out of turn. Stuntman already used the power out of turn. Stuntman has already used the power this turn. Okay, hello. Oh right, that. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to be dealt damage. Is there... Oh, we could actually control things. So, moving target when Stuntman is dealt damage by a villain target, so he could deal himself damage, but we could... That's not a card. Okay, if there's an ongoing or equipment that we want to have played, which doesn't include Argent Adept, I guess. That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay, well, I was gonna say we could use Vernal Sonata to control that, but we can't. Inventive Preparation would be nice to try to combo things, but I want Syncopated Onslaught to trigger. So I think I want to conjure Zoo's Bell, because that will combo with something. So let's get Zoo's Bell. I don't currently have a reason to use it, though, unless I want to trigger Electritus Abdominate, which I have 2 copies of, but I can't use another power, or Inspiring Supertonic, but I don't want to have less. I don't want to have more than 21 HP, because then I can't use a power through Dr. Medico. So I'm just going to use the Perform on Syncopated. Once again on Stuntman. And the Filter Spy is currently targeting Akash'Thriya, the Operative, and Stuntman. So it's still fine to target where is it? Filter Spy. Still fine to target that one. But we're soon reaching a point where it does actually matter more. The villain target with the lowest regains 2. Chiquito, regain 2. Oh no, you can't. Uh-oh. Okay. Steal the Scene comes out, but I'm fine with that. So at the start of each hero turn, you may destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, deal 1 target, 2 projectile damage, and then you may use a power. Chiquito is not a tree. He cannot regain HP beyond his max. Indeed. Let's... No Time to Bleed isn't really going to trigger. Violent Escalation isn't going to really... Or no, we might be able to hit Baron... We might be able to take out Baron Blade, but no, I don't have another power. Ugh. Oh, Lance Flammies, hello. No, I have to use that out of turn in order for it to do something. This is going to do 2 Irreducible. This is going to do 2. But it will hit many things. So that's better. But now I can use Lance Flammies. I don't want to hit the Operative, do I? Because Filter Spy would then hit the Akash'Flora. So I'm not going to hit the Operative. What else is there? Cause what belongs to which deck again? Zhulong I think was Baron. Actually no, we can see this more easily. These are the Baron Blade cards. These are Capitan cards. Those are Operative cards, but that doesn't do anything. Maybe I'll just hit Chiquito. And I have to hit something else on top of this? Really? Alright, Professor Pollution then. I guess I could have hit Medico to heal someone, but... Cards. Vitalize Thorns. Doctor's Orders. Arcane Cadence. Planquez-vous. Oh hey, the environment took out Baron Blade. Passing Tumbleweed could destroy something, but Fixed Point is in play, so everything's indestructible. Okay. I guess technically Fixed Point took out Baron Blade, but okay. And then Creeping Mold came out, dealing damage to targets. Filter Spy still targeting that, so I can't hit the Operative still. But I can take out Chiquito, which will last as long as it takes until Capitan's turn. And then you hit Operative. This is, at this point, a really trivial game because they can't really do anything to us. Each target deals itself damage, which gets reduced to 0. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Medico's hitting himself! Oh no! Creeping Molt's hitting itself! Oh no! What am I gonna do? No! Akash'Flora is at 30 HP! Now my hidden goal is to get Akash'Flora at 51 or higher. Just so it beats Akash'Thriya. Also, we can use multiple powers. You know what's amazing? Multiple powers. I don't think there's a reason to use Mr. Agni's Harp, though. Zeus Bell. This is so weird, because they can use multiple powers in a turn. Hit Stuntman. And hit Argent Adept, because then he's actually going to use Syncopated Onslaught. What? Argent Adept dealing damage? What is this madness? We're just gonna chip away at Capitan. We're gonna destroy Capitan without actually getting rid of the ongoing card that does something. But now my base power will do a lot of irreducible damage. 5 irreducible damage, in particular. I do have to be careful, though, because Operative's Incap is going to turn things bad. Whenever a hero target would regain HP, that hero target only regains 1 HP instead. So Medico would be very displeased with that, so I actually don't want to take out Operative. We're going to use Healing Pulse. Because, you know what's better than 1 power in a turn? Oh, shoot, I messed that up. You know what's better than 1 power out of turn? 2 powers out of turn. And actually, I should do this in the proper order. So, Zeus Bell? No. Yeah, we'll do this. And actually, I'm going to have to destroy the ongoing card because that's going to get in the way, but that's fine because I have a means of doing it. Argent Adept, and then Stuntman. And then Medico uses a power out of turn to use Healing Pulse. And he chooses to heal Flora with this. There we go. I don't know why that took a while. Game got confused. Use a power now. So now you'll use Zeus Bell. No. Oh, no. Here we go. One player may use a power. Argent Adept uses Zeus Bell to increase damage dealt by Argent Adept and Stuntman. And then I can use this to deal... This is not going to go through, but it will be 2. And now I can use Alacritus Subdominant. Oh. Well. That wasn't as exciting as I had hoped. That's okay. Use a power now. And now I'm actually going to use Lance Flammies, because you still have a power this turn. But we'll get rid of good time span, so I can do my irreducible blow and it won't get rid of. Oh, hey, and I get to use a power for that. Oh, this is still in play. Oh, no! Let's not do that, actually, because that... Let's start over again. Hi guys, welcome to Dolphin's Dive, hosted by yours truly, Lou Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LouDolphin21 on Twitter, and at YouTube and Twitch it's just Lou Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels, the Multiverse, and One Deck Dungeon are currently available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, as well as analog cardboard, ink, and dice. And you get the games and more info at Handelabra.com. Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive. Today we're gonna demo Akash'Thriya, whose turns last so long. All right, heal Akash'Thriya. Argent Adept. Alright, so I already used Perform. So this isn't going to do as much as I had wanted it to, but I'll use the Harp. One player can use a power now. Because I can't use the thing that I was thinking about. Would it be better to use a card play? I'd have to rewind again, so I'm not going to bother with that. Because Medico could use Universal Donor, but that's... Oh, no, here we go. Alright, fine. Medico is going to use Universal Donor and heal Akash'Thriya. Because we're trying to get you to 51. You can't use an additional power, but I don't want you to heal, so I guess I'm just gonna do that. But I'm gonna skip that because you have a power anyway? No, you don't anymore. I think. Because you already used your perform, and I didn't bounce that correctly, so yeah, I'm gonna use this then. Increased damage dealt by Argent, Adept, and Stuntman. And then you don't have another power, and I don't want you to regain HP, so we're gonna use this, which isn't gonna get through the, or isn't gonna do the 3 that I want it to do, but that's fine. Subdominant is destroyed. Stuntman would regain, but he uses a power. Lance Flammies. And actually, let's just spread this around and do the 4th hit on Capitan so I don't have to think too hard. This will destroy Professor Pollution. I don't really care about those guys, so I guess I'm just gonna hit Capitan, or that's not gonna do anything. Oh, I was going to hit Capitan, and then I didn't. Welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by yours truly, Lou Dolphin. Lou Dolphin believes in doing turns in the correct order and making the right plays, so any plays or powers that go against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can use Inspiring Supertonic to use a power now, or you can use Syncopated Onslaught to increase damage up by 2 targets by 1 until the start of your next turn. Argent, Adept, and Stuntman are available on Analog, Cardboard, and Ink, as well as Mini Pack 4 and Infernal Relics expansions, and you can get the expansions and more info at Handelabra.com. Hey guys, how are you guys doing tonight? I'm gonna get this turn right eventually. Alright, Flora heals. I gotta specify that. I always want to abbreviate the name, but there's 2 Akash's. And then Argent Adept uses a power now. Right, so Musaragani's Harp I keep wanting to use, but it doesn't do anything. Unless I do Zoo's Bell. Actually, I don't think that's going to do anything either, but we'll do Zoo's Bell, select 2 targets, increase their damage. And then I could use Alacritus Subdominant to use Musaragani's Harp to use Inspiring Supertonic, but that doesn't help either. And then I can only heal HP or use a power, but I'm out of powers, and that doesn't help either. So I'm just gonna not use Musaragani's Harp then, because it didn't do anything other than heal Akash'Thriya, but I don't want to rewind for the 19th time. So now we'll do this right. Lance Flammies. Operative. Professor Pollution. And then I will hit Capitan, which prevents the damage. Can I skip this power? You may use a power, so I can skip it. And then I don't need to do the rest of this. Akash'Thriya can use a power now, which you do have some powers, I guess. Put seeds into the trash or draw a card. I don't even know if we have seeds left. And then Stuntman uses his actual power to hit Capitan. There we go. We finally did it. And then Akash'Thriya can use Thrashing Brambles. And then hit Capitan. Alright! We're not done yet. Oh, because I can hit more targets, because there's more than 1 seed in play. Alright. Oh, right, and then that happens. One with the land is now in play. I don't have an additional power to use. All right, now it is time for Akash'Thriya's play phase. Thank you so much for sticking with me for the past 20 minutes while I tried to sort out the start of turn. Holy moly. Now what am I gonna do? Are all my seeds almost all my seeds there? We still have a Noxious Pod in my deck. There's no seed in my trash, there's no seed in my hand, so there's one seed left in my deck. See, the thing is, now that I have Primeval Germination, I don't really want to shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck, because I just want to shuffle seeds into the deck with this thing, so I don't want to do anything that shuffles the deck. I have no idea how much damage Akash'Thriya dealt herself this turn, because we do not have the fancy tooltip for that yet, because this is beta. I don't want to shuffle the environment trash. I guess I could use this to get the Primordial Seed into play. Yeah, sure. I'll deal myself one. I will put the Noxious Pod from my deck into the environment deck, and I'll do that. Draw as many cards as you discard this way, +1. Alright, let's discard cards then. I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna draw cards. I don't really care, I guess, anymore, but I'm gonna have my deck in my hand, like, very soon. Play a card or shuffle. Okay, I'm playing a card. Burden Explosion, destroy things, no. Scatter seeds. I don't have any of my trash. Yeah, there's no more seeds left, so a lot of that's dumb. Don't do that. None of those. I guess this is optional. I don't want this because that's gonna. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll get out Earth Attunement because it's at least optional. Play the top card of the environment. No. And now we're gonna shuffle a seed into the deck. Oh yeah, Thriya, Medico. All right, thank you for sticking around for this obnoxiously long turn. If my goal is to get Akash'Flora fully healed, then I'm gonna start putting healing pollens on top of the deck. Destroy a hero ongoing card. Reveal cards from the top of the destroyed card's deck until one ongoing card is revealed. Put into play. Deal each target in that play area 2 energy. You know, how many do you even have? You have something. Welcome back. Steal the scene. How much damage is this dealing, by the way? 2? Okay, no, that's fine. This card was destroyed. Yeah, this is why I destroyed this card, so I could do this stuff. In fact, I can just take out Capitan, like, literally right now. So I don't have to worry about other things happening. In fact, I mean, actually, I'm gonna not get the random ongoing card play, but... There. Capitan's dead. So now all I have to do is take out the Operative. Somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to take out the Operative. It seems like it's a tall order. At the end of Capitan's turn, 1 hero card is destroyed unless the owner of that ongoing card discards 2 cards. Oh boy, how am I going to do this? This is ridiculous at this point. Are we ready for a new 6-hour stream? Yes. Oh no, I'm not ready for another 6-hour stream. I am ready to end this game. I don't think we're going to get Akash'Flora up to 50 plus without it just lasting unnaturally long, but that's fine. This is an example of a game where it could easily happen, and I'm fine with that happening. Doctor's orders. So we'll heal Akash'Thriya again. And then Stuntman will gain 2 HP, except he will instead use a power to deal irreducible damage to Operative. And then he gets to use a power such as Lance Flammies, which will destroy the Operative. So, I'm just gonna focus on the fact that Akash'Thriya, whose maximum HP is 3, has 34 HP. We have successfully gotten Akash'Thriya up to 34 HP in this game. And not only did we get up to 34 HP, but we also used it to its full potential for like the past 6 turns. Because, thankfully, we have a Atlantean throne room, which some people destroy because they would rather deal more damage, but because of Atlantean throne room, Akash'Thriya was dealing itself less damage, so we got to use more powers. And as Hank Royd says, Akash'Thriya has more HP than most heroes. So I think this was an excellent demo of Akash'Thriya. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm gonna end the game. That was a beautiful match. Oh boy, and oh my gosh, how long was this stream? It was, oh gosh, 3 hours long. Alright, that's the last time I did that pun. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Akash'Thriya demo. Akash'Thriya was the true MVP of that match. As we said, maximum HP of 3 got up to 34 because ridiculousness. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I hope you got some fun insights as to the mechanics of Akash'Thriya, and you can see the in-development-ness of it. Normally, these kinds of demos are handled by Handelabra Live, but because they're cool and they gave us permission, they gave the streamers the option of demoing at least one hero or environment. But you definitely should check out the other channels on this stream. On Sunday, we have Tales from the Archive. Is it Sunday or is it Saturday now? It might be, or I mean, is it temporarily Saturday? It might be Saturday this week, so I'm going to double check this really quick. But whether it's Saturday or Sunday, Tales from the Archive with another lit down is going to demo Mordengrad. It's tomorrow, okay. So tomorrow on Tales from the Archive, Mordengrad will be demoed by another lit down. So if you want to see that environment in action, you can go there. And I believe he said that it's going to be another chat chooses the story kind of thing, so you can check that out and participate in that. Monday is on deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover, and Dover is going to play the Harpy that week. So check that out if you want to see the Harpy and see some insight as to how it is played. It probably won't be as 100% insightful as Dolphin's Dive can be, but Pirate Savvy and Dover is a really fun couple, not couple, that sounds like they're dating, brother-sister duo. They're a really fun duo. They interact with chat a lot better than I do, and they're really fun to watch, so I would recommend checking them out. On Tuesday is Handelabra Live, where they'll demo another environment. I think Jeremy was here this week. I don't even know what environment they demoed this week, but I think next week is the other environment. John will play in that environment, whatever it is that's left, and you can check that out. Marinian Refuge is either the environment they demoed or the environment they're playing, and I guess they're saying that was what they demoed, so you can check out, I think they show Champion Studios, so what's left? Oh, Marinian Refuge. Okay, Marinian Refuge is next Tuesday. Okay, so you can check that out then. And then next Friday, I'll be here with my usual stream on Deck Dungeon. One Deck Dungeon instead. I'll do One Deck Dungeon. I will finish the Gauntlet mode. We still have to deal with whatever the last guy is. I don't even remember. But it's the last dungeon I have to fight in the Gauntlet in order to finish it up. And then I'll do my usual Viewer's Choice Sentinels the Multiverse match. I don't think I'll be demoing Akash'Thriya next week, unfortunately. I think it's only a 1-week deal, but You can still tune in and suggest a terrible game unlike this one. Not that this game wasn't terrible. On Deck Dungeon is Pirate Savvy at Dover play One Deck Dungeon. I mean, every time I hear On Deck, I always feel like it's an abbreviation of One Deck Dungeon, but they don't do that, but that's fine, they don't have to. I'm the only One Deck Dungeon streamer of the quartet, so come check me out for One Deck Dungeon. Thank you all for watching. If you want to play this game, Sentinels of the Multiverse, you can pick it up on Steam or iOS or Android devices. The base game is relatively cheap. The expansions do add up, but the Season Pass content do put them a little bit more on sale if you get Season Pass 1 or Season Pass 2. Season Pass 2 is especially discounted because it is ongoing. Once Oblivion is released, Season Pass 2 will be up to its full price. So I do recommend checking out those games, or checking out Sentinels of the Multiverse and its expansions if you have not already. I'm done for tonight. Thank you for watching for, gosh, 3 hours this was. I'll be back next week. Go listen to more Time Cataclysm music because I know you haven't heard enough of it. It is my favorite environment music though, for surezies. Good night, everyone.